Hello, Internet, and welcome to Extra Attack. I am your DM, Tyler, reporting to you from the future. I want to thank you so much for joining us for our first episode of Dungeons & Dragnets Rexxentrum Nights. This is a 10-episode actual play series inspired by classic film noir and set in Wildemount, the land designed by Matt Mercer of Critical Role. Should be really fun, and I hope you continue to watch for the rest of them. As a reminder, Twitch is the best place to watch the episodes first, as they premiere on Wednesday nights at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. The whole cast will be in the chat, hanging out, but watching on YouTube is fine as well. As a reminder, please follow, subscribe to both our YouTube and our Twitch. It helps us out a lot as a new channel. And why not go follow us on all social media at Extra Attack RPG. You can find us anywhere for that. As an announcement, we will be participating in Extra Life this year. We will be doing a 24-hour stream on April 24th, starting at 11 a.m. Eastern Time. It's a great charity. All the money goes to the Children's Miracle Network hospitals. Should be fun. 24 hours of D&D and nonsense and hanging out. We'll have some guests. We'll have some good times. Follow our socials for more information on that as we update it. And without further ado, please enjoy our very first episode of Dungeons & Dragnets Rexxentrum Nights. Okay. To set the scene, we are in the world of Exandria, a planet shaped by and scarred by the gods and their magic, a place that's unable to forget its chaotic origins. Further in, we are in the continent of Wildemount, a massive land that once hosted battles of the divine and still has the wastelands to prove it. The year is 835 PD, or post-divergence. 835 years after a war that was so violent and so cataclysmic that the gods chose to cut themselves off from the material plane. Zooming in further, we are in the bustling western city of Rexxentrum, capital city of the Dwendalian Empire and home of King Bertrand Dwendal. With the Empire currently bracing for war with the neighboring Kreen dynasty to the east, the king and his Crown's Guard find themselves quite preoccupied in political matters of life and death. With the seat of political power currently so distracted, the underbelly of the city prepares for a criminal resurgence as the organization known as the Myriad begins to make their presence known once again. Ian, can you introduce your character, please?
Okay. I'm doing it in character now, or as myself?
I don't know. Describe what your character's like.
However,
Okay. So
What he looks like, what he's about.
I am a 5'11" tall human male with pretty white skin, pretty pale, bordering on a black and white color scheme. I'm wearing just a fedora and a trench coat. I got a hand-rolled cigarette in my mouth. I got slick-backed black hair. And I'm standing there just looking real, like sticking out like a sore thumb, I would say, just because of my getup.
I would imagine that we are somewhere perhaps in your office.
I guess we are, yes. So I'm sitting there in my office. I'm gonna crack open a bottle of whiskey, or whatever the D&D equivalent of whiskey is.
Just whiskey.
Okay, sounds good. So I'm gonna crack open a bottle of whiskey. I'm gonna start pouring it for myself, and it was a cold night, but the whiskey kept me warm. Life has a way of hitting you hard, like a baseball bat to the back of your head, which, conveniently, had also happened to me many years back. But I never knew that this night would be quite different from many others.
Yeah, okay.
You'll love to see it.
As you are sitting in your pretty sparse office as a sort of private eye type, things seem almost too quiet in the city. Maybe that's just your nerves getting to you. Maybe it's just anticipation or anxiety, which would soon prove to be right as a brick comes smashing through your window, landing right on the center of the floor.
Things were quiet in the city. Perhaps too quiet. Little did I know that would change all of a sudden when a brick would smash through my window and land in front of me. So what I do is I'm gonna take that brick and I'm gonna see if there's anything attached to it, like a note. Usually there's a note letting me know what sort of threat somebody's trying to make against me.
Yeah, that's pretty much exactly what is there. As you turn the brick over, there is a piece of paper sort of tied to it with a string.
This wasn't the first time that somebody had thrown a brick through my window, but it was thankfully this time it didn't hit me in the head. What does the note say?
As you pull the note off and look at it, it has three kind of just lines of quickly scrawled text that say 191 Baum Street, midnight, Armand.
That's hold on. I won't overuse this, I promise. Baum Street, Armand. These names rang through my head like a bullet in a metal chamber. Just rattling around like a marble inside of a Super Monkey Ball game.
Oh my God.
I knew that this meant trouble, and I knew that this meant that a favor I had done in the past had come knocking back. Well, I took another swig of my whiskey and I steeled myself, my resolve, for the adventure that laid ahead.
I fucking hate it. I hate it so goddamn much. Oh, God. Very good. Ashley, can you please describe your character and where she might be at today as the sun starts to set on Rexxentrum?
Yeah, sure. So my character is Eira. She is an Earth Genasi, and she's pretty tall, has white hair, half of it's up, half of it's down. She also kind of stands out like a sore thumb. She has gray skin, her eyes are whited out. She has scars on her arms, and she just, has it all wrapped, has wraps on one side on one of her arms, just covering some scars and cuts. All black clothes. Feel like she'll probably be feel like I'd probably be just sitting down somewhere, kind of nodding off, but still kind of aware of everything that's going on.
Sure. It's been a rough couple of days. You came to the city on a job, maybe to get some of your own answers, and things didn't really pan out that way, did they? So
They did not.
now, as you are kind of just sitting there in the alleyway, head down, kind of half falling asleep, you suddenly feel a sort of nudge at your leg there. and looking up, you see this sort of like hulking man, like very muscular, super beat to shit, grizzled face. As he just looks down at you and holds out a scrap of paper, and he says, "Midnight, Armand."
Oh, you got to be kidding me. I grab the paper and open it up.
As you look at it, it's kind of like a rough sort of scrawling of a map to an address in the Tangles, which is quite possibly the area that you're at already of the town, but yeah. Up next, Aaron. You want to give us an intro to your character?
Yeah, I am Thrush Nightingale, the voice of Rexxentrum, the songbird of the streets, the whistler of wisdom. I'm probably just like standing on a corner somewhere, playing some music, kind of rapping with people nearby, trying to collect a copper or silver or two, just rattling off, free-form poetry, just like, one and all gather and hear the tale of a job for the bird that was destined to fail. A man of a name as hard as a tack, an idiot in a coat who goes by Jack. Now these words that I spit, they're plain and simple. The guy they set me up with was really simple. I
was
saved
waiting
his ass,
for that.
not once, twice, but thrice. You think he'd be cool, you think he'd be nice, but no, it gets me in deep, deep shit. And now your boy Thrush, well, he's over it. Just like putting a hat out, trying to get some copper.
Fantastic, by the way.
He sounds over it.
Yeah. A very irritated Kenku.
I was gonna say, just grab myself. I'm just picture a black bird, like black plumage, very nice leather vest, surprisingly nice leather vest, but just the patchiest of pants with like red trim on the vest, and just I have black plumage, black feathers, black beak, and then just the deepest red eyes you can think of.
Fantastic. As you've amassed a small crowd, nothing too out of the ordinary for you. A couple people walk by and drop in a couple copper here and there.
Thank you so much. You're lovely. I love all you.
And as the group kind of scatters away, you notice there's just a slip of paper in there.
What? This better not be an IOU, I swear to God.
Looking it up, there's the same 3 lines scrawled on that. 191 Baum Street, Midnight, Armand.
Shit. Okay. All right. Start packing up my things, kind of like sling everything on my back, loot, like tap the rapier I keep hidden on my side, and I'm just like, I'm gonna fucking die. And then I start heading out.
Eb, can you describe your character, please?
Absolutely. So later in the day, you'd see Chapps. He's a fairly tall, maybe about 6.5 feet tall, warforged. He's got fairly casual dress, kind of an overcoat, casual hat. He's doing a bit of a performance on the street, kind of messing with people and getting some laughs out of the crowd. He's kind of reaching around, kind of like twisting people around and pretending as if he's like fumbling over people. Gets some laughs here and there, or tries to. Probably pisses more people off than anything. And he's kind of... It's probably getting to the point in the day where he's about ready to go home.
Fantastic. Yeah, you get a nice sort of response. It's always you've been doing this long enough to know what works with the people. Couple chuckles, couple donations and such.
couple angry
as
people,
things
he
start
turns
to
around.
clear out. Sure. As the crowd starts to sort of thin out and everybody heads home for the evening, sort of coming straight at you is a man with a black hood, an all black cloak. You can barely see his face.
Not that I would notice.
As he starts to, he's walking at you with intent. You don't know if you've ever seen this man before, but you've seen people approach you in this manner before.
Yeah, I'm kind of studying the posture and the demeanor of the person walking towards me, never actually looking towards their face. I mean, if they're here for me, they'll know it's me. Not many Warforged walking around, and I've got a very distinctive rusting scar on my left cheek. So if they're coming towards me, I'm watching them, but
they are coming close to you. How close do you think they would get before you do something, or do you do anything at all?
I think if they're walking at me with purpose, I think I'll kind of like slink back against a wall as if looking relaxed, but definitely on guard.
Mm-hmm. As they get up close to you, they sort of turn around and lean back against the wall as well. And they kind of just look forward, and they you hear sound from them that says, "Midnight. Boss wants to see you. Bomb Street. Bring the bag."
I hear that. I kind of look away and I'm like, shit. Ain't never had a job go bad before. Hope it ain't too bad.
As he doesn't even respond to that and just kind of turns out and walks away.
Without a response, as they're walking away, I'm like, my kind of guy. And I'll head over to, I'll head home knowing what I need to do.
Perfect. As the sun starts to set on Rexxentrum, capital city of the Empire, largest city in Wildemount. It's never truly sleeping, but you can tell when things start to calm down. Little arcane sort of orbs of light dot the streets. As each of you make your way, assumedly, to 191 Bomb Street. This is in the neighborhood known as the Tangles, the southwestern part of the city. It is mostly a sort of middle-class working people's district. It houses a couple of warehouses and the like closer to the outskirts of the city. This is where most of the commerce takes place. As you all find your way to a Bomb Street, you are met with this sort of it's smaller than a home would be. Maybe the size of a shack, but a little bit nicer in its presentation. Sort of unremarkable in its design, but made with quality materials. With just on the side next to the door, a small number that just reads 191. What order do you think everybody would arrive in?
I'm 100% there early. I know not to be late.
Jack Hardname is gonna get there just like a little bit after the time he's supposed to show up, but he's also gonna like kind of hang out in an alleyway sort of close by to sort of like scope the situation out, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Thrush has been across the street for a solid 35 minutes. Just seeing who else is going to go inside.
I'm gonna show up on time. I'll walk in on time.
Okay. Well, Chapps, you're the first one to get there. You go up to the door. You would know that there's typically one person standing behind this door.
Yep.
What are you doing?
Well, package in hand as requested. I'm gonna go up to the door. I'm gonna knock, and I'm just gonna say, "Boss is expecting me."
You just hear some shuffling real quick, and then suddenly the door just kind of pops open, and you, walking in, can't even really see the face of the person who opened the door.
Fine with me.
The patsies who had walked in there some patsy had walked in there, looked like a real fool would be so eager to jump the gun, and the gun is certainly what was waiting for him on the other side of that door. So I stuck out in the alleyway there, just making sure that I also didn't have a gun waiting for me.
Jack, can you roll me perception?
I'm gonna say, do I notice Jack?
Completely skipped over my dice roller. That is a shitty perception roll. That is gonna be a 10.
Great first roll of the night.
Right?
First roll of the series.
Ah, true.
Hey. First roll of the series.
God.
Man who talks to himself didn't see shit.
Christ. Thrush, can you also roll me a perception?
Sure. That's not good. That's only a 6 there. I'm really focused on this door.
You can see Chapps walk in, but you guys are at sort of separate alleyways scoping the place out. Jack, you don't even you can see a couple people kind of on the outsides of this alleyway, but you don't notice the person come up behind you and just kind of nudge you on the shoulder and just hear, "Boss is expecting you."
And I'm expecting him too, but yeah, okay, I'll get going. Okay, all right. And I'm gonna just kind of follow his lead because he kind of snuck up on me. So what the fuck else am I gonna do?
Do I see Jack going heading in?
Yes.
At this point, I'm just like,
That really doesn't like my guy.
gosh, you could run. No, you can't run. Everybody knows your damn face. All right, and I just start heading towards the door.
As you're heading towards the door, Eira, you kind of are heading at the same time that these three, these other two are starting to convene.
Who are you? Why
You
are
would recognize... Oh, no, you wouldn't recognize either of them. Sorry.
You don't know who I am?
No.
Really?
So that-
Thrush Nightingale? Songbird of the streets?
Doesn't ring a bell.
I'm the guy you look for. You need to know anything, or you need to see anything. Just clearly you're in the same shit I'm in. I just started heading towards it.
Gosh, I felt like I'd be seeing your face around here.
Jack?
Thrush?
Don't get me killed, Jack. Do
Hey.
not get me killed.
Chances are, if you get killed, so will I. And I intend not to.
I'll
let the
make
second
sure
one
you
happen.
die first, just so I can see it, all right?
I wouldn't expect it any other way, Thrush, because you're kind of a prick. So that makes sense.
I'm the prick. I like gesture to Eira immediately. It's like, this guy thinks I'm a prick. Watch, he's gonna get everybody in this building killed. Just saying. And I just walk, get up to the door.
From behind you, the same person who nudged Jack is just kind of starting
Get your hands off me. I'm going to the door.
As you knock on the door, you just hear a voice and say, "What is your purpose?"
I'm the goddamn voice of Rexxentrum. That's my purpose. Open the damn door.
As the door just kind of pops open a little bit.
And he wonders why I call him a prick.
Why does he keep doing that?
Yeah, it's a thing he does. It's fucking insane. Just Just ignore him. Just you'll be safer if you just scooch further in.
I don't know what you guys are talking about, but
just walk into the door.
I don't have time for this. I'm gonna just walk in now.
As you all walk in, well, Chapps, first, when you walk in, you are met with the familiar sort of side street office of Armand Bethelas. He is currently waiting there, looking at you. This is a tallish human man, not as tall as you, of course, but he's maybe going on 6'1".
Definitely more imposing, though.
Absolutely. He's got this sort of longer black hair slicked back. Right now, he's currently wearing a black long coat. That's sort of like a leisure coat, and it's got like fur trim all along the neck. And there's like one sort of golden chain dangling to a breast pocket. As you walk into his office, he looks at you and says, "I'm glad you're here first."
Does the boss have a job for me?
We will wait for the others. But first, I believe you have a package for me.
He's just like nodding. He's just like terrified. He knows this is like honestly his first job that's gone side of it. It's like, hopefully the punishment isn't too severe. Chapps does a good job for the boss. And he sets the package down on the table.
He takes it and just kind of puts it behind his desk and said, "You did excellent. Yet we will see what the others have to say." And eventually everyone else kind of piles in. You all are met with an unfamiliar sight. This is a pretty utilitarian style building in that it looks like it's just this one room. It's got these sort of deep brown hardwood floors and walls. Along the left and right walls, there are bookshelves and glass cases with various tomes and like shiny golden trinkets and stuff. In the corner closer to the door, there's a large globe with a couple of papers sort of stacked underneath of it. At the center of the room is a large black wooden desk with two chairs of a similar hardwood nature and two much lighter wood chairs that anyone with any sort of ounce of assumption can guess were brought in for this specific meeting. In the other corner opposite the globe is a sort of black leather sofa with a small coffee table in front of it that's got some glasses and a decanter with a brown liquid in it. Sitting at the desk, kind of prepped and ready for you, is Armand Bethelas, and behind him, just as imposing, is a large painted portrait of an old woman. Sitting down, I assume, in one of the nicer chairs is Chapps.
No, I'm standing in a corner, like arms like kind of crossed in front of me, and I'm just kind of like waiting.
Sure. As he
I don't take the nicer
all
chairs.
As you all walk in, he says, "Please take a seat."
I take a seat in one of the chairs that looks like. Well, first I'm gonna look. Do any of these chairs have a gun hidden, or a bone arrow, I guess, because guns don't exist in this world. Oh no, guns do exist in Wildemount, right? Because
I don't know.
muskets. I'm gonna look for a gun in the chair.
Roll investigation.
That's gonna be a 10 again.
Wow, for a private investigator, that was a pretty bad investigation.
I think I get to do an extra roll on investigations if I want to. Let me check as a bonus action.
New character, who dis?
Right.
I think while I see him
stuff.
investigating the chair, I'm like, does the boss feel disrespected that he doesn't trust him?
I don't have that thing. You can. It's a 10. It's just a 10.
You don't see any. They look like chairs.
Ida is gonna go check out the nice comfortable chair and sit in it and just get really comfortable.
I'm gonna sit in the comfiest chair that doesn't have a gun in it.
That's right next to Ida.
Alrighty, I'll sit down next to Ida.
Thrush sits in the crappiest chair he could find. The worst one.
That's opposite of Ida. Yeah, so right now it's Jack, Ida, Thrush, and then there's a free chair over here. As Armand says, please, chaps. And
I'll just nod and I'll just sit down.
So, I'm sure none of you are too curious about why you've been summoned today. As you've all done things for me recently, and looks kind of at Jack, fell into my lap.
You know, when you put it that way, I feel like you should have bought me a drink before I came over here. In which case, I'll take a whiskey on the rocks.
And then as you say that, he kind of just gestures over to the table behind you that has the decanter with the glasses. Says, please be my guest.
Well, say, this is something I can get used to. You're a stand-up fellow for providing the drinks around here. And so I'm going to pour myself a bottle of, nice rocks glass of whiskey and ice on the rocks.
No ice.
No.
You bastard. Fine, I'll just pour myself a bottle of whiskey, I guess.
That's the defining trait right there. You said no ice, and he's just like, character is going to immediately attack.
I'm swinging.
I get my bow and arrow out.
The last time I did a job for you, I ended up sleeping on a roof. So, what is this? Also, side note, that roof was very uncomfortable, and I'm pretty sure the woman that lived under me or in the actual house, she definitely had some sleep apnea. She was so loud, I could not get through the night. So exhausted.
That is a good point to bring up. What happened that day?
I don't know. We went there. We were going to give the. You know what? There was a woman who. She felt a little stabby. She went to stab that weirdo over there. Sorry, no offense. And she went to stab, and she said something. Hold on. I think she say a little finger. No, gold. No, butterfinger. No, that's a candy bar. Gold fang says hello or something, and then she continued to try to stab. I really don't even. But then you hired me to be a bodyguard, and this he's so fast. Why would you pick me? I just sit on the roof, and he just ran so fast. What is this?
I just kind of glance over at her and I'm like, boss brought the bloody archer here.
Yes.
Woman wanted package for Goldfang. Many guards. Many guards.
I see. Well, it appears to me now that you all are of some use to me. And I hope you will accept this job that I'm offering you.
Well, the way I see it, we don't have any other choice, do we?
Let's not be so crass, but no.
Always
Well,
here
then,
for
yes.
another job. Always here.
Yeah, except for your little Boy Scout over there. He seems fine with it. But as for me, I'm going to take it out of necessity for keeping all the blood in my body as I can.
Well, you know,
So what do
I
you
have
need,
nothing
Armand?
better to do.
Well, speaking of Goldfang, I'm not sure if you've heard him referred to by his actual name before. This is the Guild Master Kai Arness. Those of you such as Chapps and Thrush who are from Rexxentrum would be aware of Kai Arness as a sort of high-ranking political member who sort of watches over and organizes all the guilds of the city. He is also in charge of making sure that guild membership fees and taxes and the like are all paid and squared off. Thrush, can you roll me history?
Sure thing. That's a 14 there, bucko.
14. You don't know the specifics of it, but you are aware of him being known as Goldfang, and you know that it's not because of his kindness.
Corrupt politicians got a corrupt politic.
So as Armand looks back at you all, he says, right, there's something happening in a few hours that is of some interest to me. The guild in control of sort of clothing and accessories, the seamsters, if you will. They are organizing a late night drop to Goldfang and his people. Now, this is curious because if they are an above board guild, why do they need to go outside the city walls in the middle of the night? I suspect there's something more here. I would like you all to find out what.
Simple recon then, huh?
And what do we get out of it?
As he just kind of looks deeply at your eyes. And he says, we'll discuss that when you get back.
You're a very convincing man.
Thank
Does the boss want anything from
Convincing,
the drop?
terrifying, same adjectives in this case. Armand, if I will, sir. We do this.
Of course.
We good?
Yes, we're good.
'Cause, I can't. As much as I, respect everything you're doing, I do have a reputation to uphold.
Of course. And the songbird will be protected on my streets.
And that's greatly appreciated. So where's this drop?
This is just outside the southern wall of town. Now, it will not be easy for you all to walk in and out of the gates of the city. It's wartime. Tensions are high, suspicions are high. However, I arranged that a different sort of exit can be arranged for you. There is a sewage entrance.
Why is it always the sewers? It's always the sewers. They just want you to get dirty. He goes, I'm already a street urchin, and they want me to get dirty. He goes, no one likes to tip a dirty street urchin. Yeah. So we're going to the sewers.
Over by Marge's place. It's a bar, the southern end of town. There will be an entrance to the sewers that you will find conveniently unguarded. Head out there. Head south a little bit on the street. They'll likely be making the drop at a clearing point. Maybe a mile or so out. If my intel is correct.
How sure are you of your intel here?
Wasn't very hard to find you.
No, and I feel like you could have sent a message without quite the property damage that you did, but...
The same could be said to you.
Well, you were there, Thrush. You
I know I was there saving your ass. It's fine.
Half.
Precisely. Anyway,
6 1, half
Armand.
the dozen of the other.
Does the boss want anything from the drop? Or just intel?
If there's something to take from the drop, then that would be fantastic.
Whoa, you want us to take something now?
I think he wants his lapdog to take something.
You're quite rude, you know that, Mr. Hardname.
Chapps
Well-
is just here to do a job.
You did throw a brick through my window. I'm allowed to be a little saucy.
You threw one of my men in a barrel.
Well,
Got you dead to the right. He's got you dead to the rights on that one, Jackie.
It's better
boy.
than leaving him out in the streets where anybody could have done anything to him. At least in the barrel, he's got that barrel around him.
No, I don't think you're gonna win this one, Jackie boy.
No, I don't think so either.
Chapps has slept in a
I'm
barrel
assuming-
before. It's not very comfortable.
I'm assuming you will not be able to gain your information by just looking. Do whatever it takes. If Goldfang feels the need to attack my men in the middle of the city, then you do what you have to do. Understood?
Loud and clear.
Understood.
Sure. Can't have any witnesses anyway. Don't need any people to know my face. More than they already do.
Sure.
This whole thing struck me as trouble. I didn't trust a word that was being told to me, but I knew that what I was being sent to was gonna be more than what meets the eye. Like a old style, like a robot that starts out as a carriage and then transforms into a warforged. But I would have to tackle that when it came my way. I had no choice.
Are we hearing all of this?
Oh yeah, he says that out loud. He actually he has asides to himself.
That's very concerning, I think.
He goes,
Is he alright to take with us?
he goes, Absolutely not. He's going to get us killed. Absolutely. But Armand has insisted that he comes with us, so we're all going to die.
Chapps thinks this man might be a good distraction for getting in closer.
Well, hey there, I ain't nobody's chew toy.
Does he do that? Is that a thing he does?
If I had to be a discretion, I knew I would be a good one. But wasn't willing to admit it right off the bat.
Anyway,
I'm glad someone in this room understands potential.
to Marge's then?
Looks like that's the way to go.
Marge's will be open for a few hours. Keep in mind this is midnight right now. In 3 hours, try to find yourself at that drop.
I stand up and I give him like a curt nod.
How far away is Marge's? Like, is it going to be like a 10-minute, 15-minute walk? Like, I'm going to be walking for a little bit.
From here, you'd probably walk about a half an hour or so.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a little over a mile and a half maybe. So at a average walking pace, it might be 20, 25 minutes.
Maybe we can order something off the breakfast menu.
Yeah, last meal we'll ever have. Great. Okay. Armand, been great as always. You're terrifying as always. Keep up the good work. And we'll see you when we got the information. And then
Looking forward to it.
Rush is going to start heading
Sort
out.
of gestures to the other end of the room. The door is just propped open already.
Just straight heads out the door. Just
Ida gets up, goes up to the table, and kind of just runs her hand on the table and then slaps the end of it and walks out.
Just kind of looks at you the whole time.
Not in an aggressive way, just kind of like, got you.
Sure.
No.
Side note, Eb, you're muted.
Right. The joys between typing and stuff.
Right.
But yeah, I was just asking, is the door was like fully open or?
No, just kind of cracked open a little bit.
Okay, I think since he was the first one up, he'd go in, he'd like hold the door open for the rest and like close it behind him when everyone's gone.
I'm gonna pour myself another whiskey, and then be on my way. Give Armand a little toast on the way out.
He just kind of nods at you.
And then I head out drinking my whiskey.
He doesn't even question the fact that you took his glass with it.
I think I poured it in my own like flasky, bladdery thingy.
Okay.
You know, the glass is for at the table. When you're on the street, you don't want to drop a glass. It's very
Sure.
pick up.
Yeah, as you all make your way out of the covert office of Armand Bethelas, you are faced with the midnight city streets of the Tangles.
So do you guys know where this is? Where we're going?
Can I roll for local or what would it be? History?
It would likely be history.
may I also roll for history?
You sure can. The
That's the
DC's being
third
different.
10 I've rolled.
Wow.
That's a 21 there.
I got a 3.
Yeah, Thrush, you know exactly where it is.
I'm just like the most like unenthusiastic. This way.
You would also know that Marge's place is run by this half-orc woman who is like notoriously tall. and notoriously no nonsense. But other than that, it's a chill spot.
I think about Marge and I go, just do me a favor. Don't let him talk. And I point at Jack and I'm like, Marge's place is great. She will kill you.
Hey, Thrush, if I give you a silver, will you sing us a song for the trip?
He goes, for you, it'd be a gold, pal.
Do I have a gold? Not a lot. Not worth it.
You lost, buddy. And then as I walk, I like whistle lightly, just it's just the most beautiful melody as I whistle.
Yeah, amazing.
What they call free sample.
Yeah, and I just start walking towards Marge's. Leading the way towards Marge's.
Are you all discussing anything on the way, or just kind of getting down to business?
This place is so different.
I think at one point in the walk, I turn to Chapps and Eira, and I go, so what's your deals? No, he goes, I know most of the faces around here, and I don't know your faces.
Well, I'm not from here. From Icehaven, if you've heard of it.
I heard of it. Never been, but I know it exists. What brings you to Rexxentrum? Nothing here but politics and bad men.
Well, I'm looking for some bad men, so.
Yep. You started at the right place then. What about you, Metal Man?
Chapps just kind of like glances at you, never actually looks at your face. He kind of looks away and is like, just a street performer. Bit of a delivery man on the side.
What sort of tricks you do?
Just unprompted, he kind of like rolls behind Jack, takes his hat, and like looks at it. rolls it back and like sits it back on his head.
When you say roll it, do you mean like
like literally rolls it along his body?
Okay.
Like he is a street performer, and he is surprisingly smooth.
Yes. Huh.
An impressive fact. Have you ever considered playing for the Rexxentrum Globetrotters?
Just shakes his head and just
He goes, so we
don't
got
understand how he gets on people's nerves.
because so we got some kind of acrobat, a singer, a storyteller, the world's possibly worst detective, and a scarred up, scary looking woman who is looking for bad people.
That's about right.
Sounds about the short and the long of it.
She's pretty impressive with her bow.
I don't doubt that, pal. Usually people with that many scars are dead, and she's still walking.
I just wink.
Hey. When you know things,
Not
you know
reassuring.
things. Not at all. But
That wing told me something. Sorry, go ahead. You go first.
I was gonna say, Thrush definitely gets the vibe of like, yep, he called it right. She's terrifying as he described. It's cool. More scary people who will either get me killed or kill a lot of people with me around. It's great for my rep.
That wing told me that she was hiding a secret. And like a piggy bank, secrets are at their best when they're cracked open. I figured sooner or later we'd get to the bottom of it, but for now, it'd remain a secret until she felt more willing to divulge information.
I'm not hiding any. Why does he keep doing that?
Best to ignore him. That's what I do.
Yeah, after about 25 or so minutes of walking, you can get closer. Going through the tangles, there's no sort of central street. It's named the Tangles because it's sort of disconnected, swirling, some circular, some winding roads that just kind of make no sense. Kind of like Boston. And so after sort of some way of kind of winding in and out, and for a second being like, is this curving the wrong way? And making a sharp right, you start to get closer and closer to this imposing large sort of stone wall of the city. Almost right up against the wall itself, like almost one of the last things kind of contained in this main city, is just a small little rickety bar with a hanging sign with no sort of decor, no sort of imagery. It just says Marge's Place.
Well, I guess this is it, right?
Yep. That'll be
What's your time
Marge's.
looking like for the drop?
Right now, you're probably looking at like 12:30, 12:40 based on the time that you spent in Armand's. The drop is supposed to happen around 3 a.m.
I'll tell you what. Wait, I'm in roll 20. Oh, what the hell? My roll 20 is restarting. Sorry. Tell you what. Since we got a little bit of time, let's all get ourselves a little bite to eat, maybe a drink on me.
Yeah, I could go for a drink.
I can turn that down. Sure.
All right then.
I don't know if Warforged drink. I have to look this up.
Yeah. I feel like it's up to you because it's a fantasy world of our own imagination, and Matt Mercer's imagination. As you make your way through the front door of this building, walking in, it's essentially a sort of rectangular layout with 3 sets of benches along the left and right side, 2 smaller tables to the left and right of you as you walk in. In the back, almost the entire length of the wall is just this plain wooden bar, and in the center is a fire pit sort of area that kind of acts as the centerpiece of the whole place. The fire is on right now. There aren't many customers, maybe 2 or 3 people hanging around. And behind the bar is this very, very tall and kind of bulky half-orc woman.
Marge, I presume.
So you walk up to her, she says, "Yeah, I'm Marge. What do you need?"
Me and my pals here are thinking about ordering ourselves a bite to eat and maybe a drink. What kind of places, what kind of seating do you have available for us, and what sort of, what's on the menu?
No bites. We got ale, and we got whiskey. As for seats, don't waste my time. And she just kind of like motions around the entire mostly empty place.
All right then, gang. Let's find ourselves a place to sit. No food though. Apparently they don't have any food right now, or ever, maybe. I don't know.
Chapps, she is taller than you.
Cool. Good to know. I'm just kind of like, I give her like a once over, and I'm just like, I'll take an ale.
Right. And for you two, and then she points to Jack, who I assume is trying to walk away to sit down somewhere. And for him?
Oh no. I'm gonna wait till the group picks a seat.
Okay.
I'm gonna get myself a whiskey on the rocks if you could.
I'll have an ale. And he's paying, don't forget.
Eira just puts her arm on the table and says, "Get me whatever you want to give me."
A mixture of both.
She turns around and pours 3 flagons of ale out of a big barrel, and then goes behind the bar and comes back up with a wooden cup with some ice in it and a bit of whiskey. She says, altogether 5 copper.
All right then, and I pay Marge the copper, and I include a tip of 2 copper.
Appreciate it.
Of course, you're gonna find a establishment here, I'm sure.
Can I make a perception check just to see if I see anyone that looks like they may be a part of the thing we're supposed to do later, or just to see who's in the bar?
Sure. Roll perception.
14.
14. There is a single human man at the closer to the door. If you enter the bar, not from the opposite way of where you're looking right now. When you enter the bar, it's over to the right at the first table. It's just one human man kind of just sitting there, nursing his drink. Closer to you, on the same side of the room, at a bench is a man and a woman, and they kind of are just like leaning all over each other.
That guy that's alone over there, he kind of looks a little lonely. He's just drinking his drink.
Think we should pay him a visit.
I think he might like that. Eira is gonna walk over to the human man and put her
While she's
hand-
walking over, and I'm just like, "Oh, we're trying to keep this quiet."
I guess she's a friendly type.
She's going to put her hand on his back and just rub it a little bit and be like, "Why are
She's
you
very
alone?"
friendly.
He's gonna look up. Oh, what do you need?
Are you okay? You're sitting alone. I wanted to make sure you were okay.
Yes, I'm fine. Thank you. Or am I in trouble?
You are not very convincing. What?
Make a persuasion check.
Nat 20.
Nice.
God.
Wait, that's the first of the night.
Don't do it.
Everyone
man.
take a
Don't.
drink of your water.
Cheers.
So it would be a total of 22.
So as he, as you say, you're not very convincing. He just looks back at his drink, and he just starts to like shrivel up a little bit. He's like, "She was all I had, you know."
Who was all you had?
And she, Tristany, she was everything. And now she's
It's
gone,
okay.
and I don't know what I'm doing.
Do you want to be alone? This is... Oh no. Oh no, it's okay. Do you need
Oh, no,
water?
she's
You
made-
need some
made him
water.
Are we seeing this
excuse
happen?
me. Mart, can I have some water, please?
Can I roll insight on Eira? I'm so confused.
Great.
I feel like I need to do the same.
For insight, I rolled a 14. My first roll above a 10.
I got an 8. It's not that great.
I mean, I don't know, if you're lying, roll deception. And
I'm not lying.
You actually just feel really sad for this person.
yeah, she seems pretty. As Marge is like, oh my, all right. She comes back out with a big like the flagon, but it's full of water. He goes, all right, Marcus, I think you've had enough. And he's like, I'm sorry.
It's
I'm gonna get
okay, sir.
I'm gonna,
Yeah.
I'm gonna get going. Sorry. And he just like pulls out a handful of coins and just plops them on the table and just kind of runs away and runs out the bar. As
he's running, Eira is just gonna be like, "Sir, you are loved." And
Marge is like,
This Eira lady was quite friendly. Almost too friendly. It made me think that maybe she got all those scars because she tried to make friends with a bear. And wait, Marge, I didn't let her smoke in here. Can we smoke in this establishment?
yeah, there's fire in the middle. Go for it, please.
Okay. So, anyways, I knew that she was a little bit too friendly, though. Maybe she might not be so perfect for this operation. I wasn't quite sure, but either way, a friendly face amongst a group of people who clearly hated me. Not such a bad thing.
As Marge looks over at you all, grabbing like the money and the water, looks at Ida who's crying, and it's like, you know, he would have sat here and drank for another 2 hours.
he needed to leave. That was way too sad.
Marge, I'll buy us another round to make up for the loss of business. Eira, let's all sit down once we get our drinks.
You all got your drinks. This was on the way back to sitting down, because she had turned around pretty quickly with the drink.
Yeah, I'm gonna order another round of drinks just because we just lost
Sure.
business, and she's probably pretty. And Thrush told us, she would kill us.
Sure. So you make your way to a table. Where are you sitting at?
I want to sit close to that fire. That sounds cozy.
Okay. I mean, all the tables kind of line around the fire, so you could feel the warmth of it. But there's, given that there's sort of picnic bench style seating, there's none like on the fire, if that makes sense.
Do I see any seats that maybe have a window to the drop location or somewhere approaching it?
No, that would be towards the back on the wall itself. Armand had mentioned there was a sort of sewage entrance there. The only windows in this place are at the by the front door.
And Armand wants us to go through the sewage eventually, right? So we're all gonna have to eventually go to the bathroom and then disappear, right? Is that?
He had said that there was a entrance to the sewer at the wall of the city that you will find surprisingly unguarded.
Not in Marge's.
Conveniently unguarded. Yeah, not in Marge's. You're not going through Marge's bathroom. It just
We're not
happens to
going
be
through the
next to this
toilets.
bar. Yeah.
All aboard?
Thrush is gonna go up to sit down and kind of look at Eira and goes, "So you make people cry? That's
He
a new
made
thing."
me cry. That was such a sad story.
Because
I
you
wonder
barely
who
heard the
hurt
story.
Someone hurt him. I'm hurt too.
How many breakups we've been through, Eira? Ida? Is it? It's Eira. But
Ida.
she's-
Ida.
Ida. Okay,
Like roll
okay.
the R. Yeah.
Eira. Yeah. Eira.
It would be the easiest way to say it, sort of vernacular appropriate, would be to pretend that it's a D instead of an R, so you kind of get this Ida thing.
Okay. Ida.
Yeah, that's the
All right.
easiest way to do it.
You've been through a breakup before, Ada.
We don't need to talk about that.
I was gonna say, judging on how she looks, she's been through a bunch of breakups, and I bet you the other people didn't make it to the other side.
I kind of nudge Thrush playfully in the ribs because there's a funny one.
I like Thrush starts to kind of do that like smile, then realizes it's Jack. I kind of just like. Anyway, we got about a little bit of time to kill before we need to head to the sewer. I'm like saying this quietly. We gotta head to the sewer. So
talk business.
He goes, it's just what I'm doing. He goes, we're supposed to be gathering intel, but it seems like Armand is totally happy with what us swiping whatever this is. I can't have other people see me because it's bad enough I'm on Armand's leash, but I can't be working against other people in the city. That's not good for my look.
Ida is gonna turn to them and be like, do you think the girl that's over there is the one that hurt him?
Yeah, she's real.
Yeah,
real
sure.
man-eater.
Why don't you go make her cry? Actually, don't do that. I don't want Maj to kill me. Don't do that. I like living. I don't know if you guys have caught that onto that, but life is nice.
Life is short.
Oh my.
I think we should focus on the job at hand instead of breaking hearts.
Maybe we can start taking social calls after we take care of this drop. There's plenty of night left over. No offense to you, Ida. Just, we have some pertinent business at hand. I feel like we should be aware
And I
of.
can be there for the business. It sounds like you meant offense to that.
No, actually, that was like the least mean thing I've said in this
But
conversation.
As I was saying, things have a tendency to sometimes get dirty, and as I said, I can't have people knowing who I am. So if push comes to shove, we might have to take some people out. Are you all okay with that?
I don't mind.
What about you, Metal Man?
Not always the best scenario, but sometimes one you gotta deal with.
And dare I ask you, Jack?
Look, if we can get this done without spilling blood, I say all the more better. But if we have to bust a few heads to get, in Armand's good graces, I need that in particular. So
The last thing I want to be is in Armand's good graces. All right. Just quietly starts drinking.
Yeah, I'm drinking it, and when I drink it, I drink like half of it, and then I set it down, and then I drink another half, and I set it down. I'm like,
Ida is gonna put a straw in the ale and sit back and drink it from a straw.
Jack's gonna just nurse. Well, Jack's gonna kind of down his first whiskey after everything that just happened, and then just sort of nurse his next whiskey over the course of this conversation.
and I think while we're talking at some point, it's Chapps is just like, I don't know if you know this about Warforged, but we don't need to drink, and he just downs another one.
I don't know, pal. Dealing with this lot, I feel like we all need to drink.
Yeah, technically I don't need to drink, but I do need to drink.
Does he Chapps, do you like drink it all in one big gulp? Like you could drink the whole
So
thing?
the first one he drank like half of it, and then he set it down, and then he drank the other half. This one he literally just went, and it's just like gone.
It's like pouring it into another cup, kind of, right?
Like a
you
funnel,
can
Yeah.
just like that.
Yeah. Ida, roll perception.
18, 19, 20, 21.
21.
21.
Finally. 21. Yeah, you notice like the sort of mouth vent doesn't like move or articulate in any way. It just kind of falls into
Yeah.
his face.
Ira is just staring at Chapps, like sitting there like,
Sure. So after another hour or two goes by, it's getting to about the time where you are to be expected. Keep in mind, he said the drop point was maybe a mile off from the outside of the wall. Given that you have to go through the sewer, it may be prudent to allow yourself some time beforehand to get there.
Yeah, I think Chapps would allow for maybe about an hour and a half. Give them a chance to scope out.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. I was gonna say I don't think everyone in the group works in being prudent, but
Give or take, sometimes.
sure.
I don't know.
So paying up your tab, leaving the bar. What are you all doing?
Head into the sewers.
Start heading toward the entrance to the sewer.
Time to get knee deep in some fecal matter, am I right, everybody? And fecal matter byproduct.
I was just happy knowing it was a sewer. That's a lot of nasty things to think about.
So when we get to the sewer, is it like we're trying to think of how to describe this? Like, is it like a tube and then it's just like the bottom of it is just sewer, or is it like fairly full?
So what you walk up to is a big sort of like open round tube that kind of goes down a little bit. And next to that tube is a sort of door, like barred metal door, that is just ever so slightly opened. There are bars in this door, so you could look down into that if you wish to.
I mean, if it's slightly open, I will definitely take a peek.
It wasn't an ideal situation. But the only thing that stank worse than this drop were these sewers. And I was about to get knee deep in it.
Yeah, so in the sort of pale arcane light that is illuminating the streets, it's pretty just sort of like plopped down like against the wall.
Interesting word, plop. Sorry, go ahead.
It's very obvious that this is a sort of place where sewer treatment and management people come with any sort of waste and whatnot that they may not have gotten disposed of correctly, and you pour it down this chute, and there it goes. Now, this area and areas like this usually have maybe one guard. This one, again, conveniently empty. You are definitely starting to get a strong sort of like raw sewage, body waste, and the like sort of smell emanating. It's not so bad that it's sort of affecting the people that live there, but as you get close to the door and the chute itself, you can definitely start to waft that into your nostrils. Chapps, roll me perception.
13.
13. Do you have dark vision, by the way?
I don't believe so. No.
No. From the glow of the sort of light that's been dispersed around the city for nighttime, you can see a little bit into there, maybe 20 or so feet. It just looks like a staircase going down.
Oh, okay. I mean, if the door's propped open, I also just realized I rolled a d12 on that. That's awkward. Yeah, I mean, if the door's propped open, I'm gonna open it and be like, anyone else think we should go down the chute? I'd rather take the stairs.
I think I'd much rather take the stairs too.
Well, what do you think, Thrush?
Oh, are you asking me if I'd rather go down the stairs or go down the disgusting garbage and waste chute?
Yeah, you seem like you're most interested in taking the right approach in this sort of situation. What do you feel is going to get you the least amount killed?
Thrush doesn't even say anything and just proceeds to go towards the stairs.
He's such a dick.
Chapps will just open the door for everyone to start walking.
Yeah, you know what? I think the shit smell would probably draw more attention to us than anything, really. So,
What's the marching order, and who amongst you has dark vision?
Oh, do I? Hold on, let me check.
I do not have dark vision.
I do not have dark vision. I am lowly human.
I don't think any of us have dark vision.
I think I might, but I need to double check really quick.
I'm gonna
No, I
sort of
think
bring
I
up the
just-
rear because I'm gonna be like looking at shit.
Quite literally.
Just just trying to really get see if I can identify all of the items on the Browns chart. You know?
Yeah, see who's healthy and who's not.
Exactly. The Bristol stool chart. That's what I'm thinking of.
I guess I don't. I thought I did.
None of us have dark vision.
Okay, well, as you
Perfect for
all,
my mission.
perfect for a noir campaign where everything is nighttime. As you all descend down in the stairway, it gets darker and darker and darker until you can't see what's in front of you. Behind you, you can still see the sort of dim glow of the streets. You can see just kind of barely a couple of buildings and the like.
Can I make a perception check to see? All right, I need you to tell me which check do you think will work with. I want to light something to ignite this area. Because we're going into a sewer, is the gas buildup enough to blow us up if I light something on fire?
Make a nature or survival check. Choice is yours.
Well, I'm a bard, so I'm good at everything, but let's see. Survival is a +2. That's a 21, sir.
21.
21?
21?
One.
Ooh, nice with the nice. You would assume that despite the smell being bad, there is likely not enough of a gas buildup to kill you if you lit it. That would likely be something managed by the city, considering if somebody lit a match near this thing, it would blow up most of the city if that were the case. So, in short terms, yeah, you'll be good.
I pull out a candle, tiny candle, and I light it. And I have the tiniest of lights.
Sure, you can see a good couple feet ahead of you at a time. It to the side. When you light it, you can almost hear just like an echo go through everything. The streets being quiet. The only other sound that you hear is in the distance, the sound of sort of rushing water. Are you continuing down the stairs?
I would assume so. I am hopefully not in front. Like maybe in the middle somewhere. I am not.
Do I hear anything weird?
I had a roll perception.
Should I roll twice because I have advantage on that?
Sure.
Okay. Perfect. 19, 20, 21.
21.
listening, sort of not being able to see so well, start to refer more to your ears. You can hear the sort of light of like I guess a match as Thrush lights the candle. You can hear the rushing water off in the distance kind of reverberating. And through that water noise, you can hear the noise of just kind of like skittering along the stone.
Guys, I hear something a little weird further down.
I'm gonna get my sword ready, and be ready to use it.
Okay.
Gentlemen, I'm gonna get my sword ready, and I think we should
I
all.
imagine that hearing just like goes like super tunnel vision, and it's like, and you hear like the heartbeats, like the
right.
the water.
So yeah, is everybody just stopping and like bracing or going down these stairs? You are like,
I'm gonna have my hand on my
I think if she hears something, I mean, it'll be like, maybe we should use a little bit more light, and I'm gonna start digging out a torch. And I'm gonna like hold it up to Thrush and see if he lights it. If not, I'll like get down and like light it
I'll light it. It's like, are you in front of me, or who's in front?
I mean, if you had the light, you were probably in front, but I'm probably close to you.
100% not in front.
Okay, well, I mean, I'd probably be
assume-
close to the front then. Maybe Ira's in front?
Yeah, I'll be in the front.
yeah. Eira, Chapps, Thrush, Jack.
Sure.
Is the
Yeah.
way that I've decided now.
It sounds about right based on what we've
you-
described.
Yeah, as you all walk down further into the sewer, suddenly the torch lights up. You can see much better what's going on here. This is a large sort of open cavern going down. To the left of you is kind of the chute from that initial opening, and that all trails down to the bottom of where the stairs are as well, where it opens up into a sort of water flow. At the bottom of the stairs, there is a sort of landing space of stone that then goes off to the right. Across the... So, chute comes down here, water comes across, and across the water as well, there is another sort of stone walkway on the other side. The walls otherwise are completely flat and stone. Everything is very dark. Ida, as that torch lights up again, you can hear more like skittering sort of further away off to the right.
I'm just gonna turn my neck really quickly to where I hear the noise, and
So
is that
you're
in the
this-
direction that we're planning on going?
I mean, kind of the only easy direction to go right now is that way. But you can do whatever you want. It's D&D, babe.
So, yeah, I'm gonna turn my head and be like, guys, the noise is coming from that way.
Can I try and take a look down that direction and see if I see it, even though, you know, I'd already rolled the perception of 21?
You're in the back of the group, and to my knowledge, the group hasn't even gotten down to the landing yet.
Okay. Well then. Never mind.
So if you look to the right, you're looking at wall.
And poop.
No. That's more to the left and in the water.
Yeah, I've just imagined there's some splashback over time. I feel like the place is just... No place is clean.
If you want to roll perception on the wall to the right, you could do that.
Look for poop.
While you're
Well,
looking for poop, Thrush is going to be like, He goes, do we know which way is south?
Rolled an 8.
8. Surprisingly clean on the wall.
Can I roll to see if I know which way south is?
Yeah, roll nature?
I mean, if we're at the wall and we
I
went
guess.
into a door, I'm assuming the stairs we're going down is south, right?
South is south. It's somewhere.
I don't know. Thrush, you want to try it?
Sure, why not?
I got an 8, so I'm probably no better. But I'm just logicking it out. We reached the south wall. We went down a staircase. On the staircase, we should be facing south, right?
Here's a 14, boyo.
What'd you say, Thrush?
14.
Yeah, Chapps is right on the money. The wall,
right.
the way that you're facing is south. However, across this sort of like sewage stream is a wall, and it goes in both directions. But yeah, there's no like straight through to the other side type of thing.
Okay. The stream that we're looking at, which direction is the water heading?
To
the right? And it's probably our way to go. Water leads to the outside.
God, yeah, I really didn't think of that. That's super smart, but yeah. You'd think I'd be the one to think of these things. But.
Good call.
I turn to... I look kind of around Chapps to Eira, and I'm like, and you said you hear something that way?
Yeah, it sounded like something small. It was kind of like...
Cool. This is how I die. In a sewer with people I don't know and Jack Hardname.
Probably just rats.
I'll go first if you want me to.
Yeah, I would very much prefer you do that. He goes, I see.
She says, "I'll go first," as she's in the front of the group.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm like, you seem better at a distance. Would it be better if I go ahead?
Why don't you all three go ahead? I'll just stay back here, and then when everything is clear, you just give a little whistle to Thrush, and then he'll be right there.
If it makes you feel better, Thrush, I'll go in front of you. But I know that you're kind of...
You know what?
like
Actually, no. I'll stay exactly where I am. That way I'm safe from both directions. We're all
Ida
good.
is
Let's
already
go.
going into the...
Yeah, I think while they're discussing, Ida and I are...
I'll go in front of Thrush.
Absolutely not. Thrush just runs ahead of you. Like, I don't want to get stabbed in the back.
I'm not gonna stab you in the back. I mean...
Yeah, Just
Okay.
runs ahead with his candle, holding a
So
hand on his rapier on his side.
I start like kind of using that to like I try and like keep trying to sneak back Thrush, and that pushes him forward further in home.
As you get down to the landing and turn to the right, you can see a sort of tunnel going ahead that after like 50 or 60 feet starts to kind of turn then to the left, so it turn towards the same direction of the stairs. Are you going forward?
Yes. I'm gonna keep walking forward.
Yep, same here.
I'm just
I'm just gonna follow the metal man and a scary lady.
Getting forward to on that platform, the walkway itself on either side of this stream is significantly wider than the stairs were, so you have some space to like spread out. You don't need to be right on top of each other like you were on the stairs. Yeah, moving forward. How's everybody going forward? Just, super casual, stealthy. Torches out.
on guard.
On guard, yeah.
I have my hand on my crossbow.
And my short sword out. Or no, I guess Thrush is scared by me having my short sword out, so I'll have my short sword by my side, but like ready to get it.
Okay.
I'm not, for the record, I'm not scared of you with your short sword. I'm more scared of what it might show up behind you with, I don't know, dangerous claws, more arrows.
Okay. Thrush, you scared of the dark?
Absolutely not. I'm not afraid of anything. Except idiocy. But naturally, I'm terrified around you.
All right, then. I have no comeback.
Come on now, Jack. You're making it too easy on me.
I actually had a really sweet comeback, but I didn't want to say it. It felt like the wrong time to bring up such a thing.
Incredible.
Can't wait to hear. I said under my breath. I can't wait to hear it.
As you get further down, Ida, can you roll perception?
18.
18. You kind of see off in the distance the low light of the torch at this point. Walking up, you hear more of that skittering until it goes completely silent, and it's just the sound of the fire kind of raging around and reverberating, and the water going through. And just in the distance, you can make out these sorts of large figures that are close to the ground. So large by comparison, but they're still kind of low to the ground and around the sides on both sides of this. Yeah.
I'm gonna prepare my bow. Get it out, ready to shoot. Be like, guys, keep your eyes open. I see some things.
I take my sword out and I'm like,
Okay, as you get a little bit closer, you can see a pretty decent pack of giant rats kind of moving around a little bit, and as you get closer, they just all fix their gaze right on the lot of you.
As soon as they look at us, I'm like, well, my bet was on sewer chickens. I guess I lost this one.
Can everyone roll me initiative? And I'm going to use the bathroom real quick. So, now's a good time to take a break as any.
alrighty, Rennie.
Be right back.
Could I get some Cheez-Its?
Ian, go ahead. Pitch the tagline
Okay, let me
for
get my
Extra
camera.
Attack on Extra Life 2021.
Hi there. Extra Attack will be casting Revivify on Extra Life. Hold on. Hi there. Extra Attack is rolling for initiative in combat against...
Yeah, you got it.
Hi there. Did you just roll a new character because we're shit. Hold on. Is there a zombie in the room? Because Extra Attack will be... Hold on. Hold on. Right at children's cancer. You hear ominous music. Shit. I didn't have it ready. Hold on. You're gonna need a lot of dice. Hi there. I didn't have anything planned when I turned around.
Okay.
What was the best one so far? What did we think was working? Hi there. Extra Attack found a bag of holding with an extra life in it. So come check us out when we do 24 hours of extra... Wait, shit.
Oh, that was pretty good, actually.
When we do 24 hours of extra life, Extra Attack is going to be doing extra D&D that day. All sorts of homebrew campaigns and regular brew campaigns, but you better be there for the children.
Yeah, that wasn't bad, actually.
Hi there.
Hello, hello.
Hey guys,
Hello.
How's it going,
Oh my
everyone?
God.
what's going on?
Hoping you're all enjoying the show. Just wanted to drop in, talk to the chat.
Hey,
I'm cracking up at Is that better? Did I fix it? Let me know. No, we're just enjoying watching the show and listening to the chat. Especially the attempt to wife off. Yeah, I think we can all agree that's a noble.
Tyler's not here. Let's try and get this show on the road. He'll be so surprised.
I mean, he's still watching. I'm pretty
I'm
sure.
pretty sure he's
just...
still in the chat. He just can't be in the video call.
Yeah.
Oops.
you take 4d6 psychic damage.
He's DMing me from outside the game.
His powers extend
we hope
well
you all
beyond
enjoying the show.
I got all blurry. There we go.
As we said in the ad during the beginning of the break, we will be doing Extra Life on the 24th through the 25th. From 11 a.m. to 11 a.m. we'll be playing a bunch of D&D, starting with our once a month one-shots, Brunches and Dragons. Not sure if I'm allowed to give more details on that at the moment. I'm sure Tyler will let me know if I can. But yeah, we look forward to it. I got a bunch of guests coming on of various different lifestyles. I, for one, am trying to see if I can get my parents to play a game of D&D with me on the stream. I think it'd be great. Gonna raise some money for the Children's Miracle Network. I believe for us that constitutes St. Jude and some other hospitals in our area. Yeah, we're just trying to do something for the kids, do something nice
For the children.
Yeah. So be sure to tune in then. Donate if you can. Follow us here on Twitch and subscribe on YouTube. Follow us on all social medias, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and keep in touch while we continue to make this show that we're very proud of and having a lot of fun making. Is there anything else you guys want to say?
God, I feel like you hit all the bullet points on that one.
Right.
Do we have any are we allowed to say the names of any of the games that we'll end up playing? Like maybe a one shot or two's names, maybe possibly.
I don't know. It's up to so we know the name of the Brunchins, but I'm not sure if we're allowed to.
I mean, do you want to name off the one that you're planning on running?
So
Me?
the one I plan on running
him.
is called So You Need to Kill a Dragon.
That's one where what's the objective of that one?
It's pretty straightforward. I can't,
okay.
I can't divulge much more in terms of that, but it is
So Act 1 will be. No, I'm just kidding.
Act 1, they have to fight a Yeti.
Okay.
Act 2, it's a dance number.
I love
Everybody's gonna be
that.
rolling performance checks consistently. And in
A lot
Act
of
3,
dexterity.
they meet a dragon, but then it flies away, so it has nothing to do with the title.
And then Act 4, they befriend a chicken, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
It's
Name's
a chicken.
Chicken.
It's a chicken from Act 1, actually. He'll come back.
Oh.
He's in the
callback.
dance competition, but he's not going to be really around.
He does the
Man.
chicken dance.
That's just that's just the big plot twist right there. See, you don't even have to watch anymore. Just kidding. No. No, we
Some
want you
friends
to-
become enemies. Some enemies become friends. Some friends become friends. You have to kill a dragon.
I'm having flashbacks to the extra attack. I mean, the extra life
Promo video.
promo video.
That's the end. Over and over again.
Oh no.
I got nothing.
No, but, thank you all so much for watching the first episode. Is there anything else you guys want to mention before we jump back into the show?
I mean,
Are there any-
unless Chad has any questions, I'm happy to jump back into it. But
Yeah.
Yeah. Does
I mean,
anyone in
thank
the
you guys
chat-
for watching.
Let's
Yeah,
all
it's
stare
been-
awkwardly while we.
it's been
Just stare
Quite
at
a-
the camera. Just spike-
it's
Yeah,
been a few
but-
months in the planning to get to this point, so it's just exciting to actually have the show go. So
Should I do a couple face?
No.
oh
We'll save
no,
that
this
for another show.
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, once again, we will be streaming 7 Eastern time Wednesdays for the entirety of the series. We will have some more announcements about Extra Attack later on in the series, leading into our next endeavor, our next adventure. But until then, stay put. Follow us on everything so you can be updated when we're going to go live.
The Instas. Do we have a Twitter? Do we Twitter?
We have a Twitter.
Oh,
Everything
yeah.
is Extra Attack RPG. It's on the screen right now. Big and beautiful.
Oh, the main thing that's not our faces. Oh, it even has the Twitter icon right there. I should have. See, if I just looked a little to the left, I'd know these things.
It's okay. We're still learning.
Oh, we also have a Discord too.
Yes, we
I
do.
think we should.
I will relink the thing in the chat. Give me-
Oh, you know how we have those cards? We could also. I mean, this is for off the air. We could add a Discord link to our page.
Yes.
But yeah,
We will deal with that later.
Yeah, look for our
I will
Discord.
post the Discord link once again.
Bada bing, bada boom.
Yeah,
Check the
Join
chat.
us, talk about whatever. If you like the show, if you got cool D&D ideas, let us know. We're always looking to find some cool new things to do. Once again, Wednesdays, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard, new episodes of Dungeons and Dragnets. And then when this is done, we'll see what else happens in the future. And once a month, Brunches and Dragons, Saturdays. They'll be announced beforehand. But yeah, be sure to check out our YouTube channel. A couple days after this goes up, we're going to post this entire episode. And then get ready to premiere next week for episode 2. Anyway, thank you all for being with us, and let's get back into the show.
Yeah, action. Bye, 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 bye.
All right, welcome back. We're gonna get into some combat here with some big ol' rat boys. Initiative. Anyone roll above a 20?
That's a 23, boyo.
Oh,
Ooh, 21.
21?
21.
This is a good dice. I like these dice.
I'm getting a lot of 21s. I'm getting a lot of 10s. Which is what I got, by the way.
Oh, you got a 10. Chapps, what'd you get?
8.
Okay. Okay. First up here is Thrush. You've got a bridge here on either side that sort of goes across. You've got all this water that's maybe 5 feet down from these platforms, and you've got your platforms.
Yeah. Thrush is not happy to be here and is going to. This is just absolutely ridiculous. Gonna move 15 feet. And it's going to shout at this rat while casting Vicious Mockery. I go, "Hey, you overgrown patch of fur? Fuck out of here!" And this rat needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh my god. Wisdom save 11.
Doesn't do it. Takes 4 points of psychic damage.
Amazing. As you yell at this rat, it kind of looks at you and like cocks his head like dogs do, being like, "I don't know what you're saying, but you're talking at me," and kind of looks at you and immediately just like shrivels up and winces in pain a little bit.
And it has disadvantage on attack rolls it makes for the end of its next turn.
Nice. Up next, do you want to do anything else?
I will turn and I'll go to Eira, and I go, yeah, you go kill something, and then I give Eira Bardic Inspiration.
Well, Ida, it is your turn.
Yeah, I'm gonna move up 30 feet. 5, 10. What did I? Oh my gosh, hold on, I'm so sorry. Where is that? There it is. Okay. I'm going to move up 30 feet. I think that's what it was. And I'm going to pull out my bow. And as I do it, you see me like lick my hand and then start sliding it up the bow. And all of a sudden you start seeing blood trickle down the bow. And as the blood is starting to cover the bow, ice starts coming out of where the blood was on the bow. And then I pull out an arrow and I get it ready to shoot. And as soon as I get the arrow ready to shoot, the ice starts covering the arrow and it's an icicle. I don't think that, I think my longbow can reach that. Let me see. But I had my hand bow prepared, so I don't think I can. I had my crossbow out and that doesn't reach, so.
It should be able to.
It should reach with increment.
My
right?
crossbow is 30 feet. I don't think it'll reach.
You can shoot past that. It's
I'm
just
40 feet away from them.
No, I'm sorry, because usually with distance things, there's a range that it can hit normally, and then a much farther range that you roll at disadvantage to hit.
Oh, 120 is the
Yes.
disadvantage.
So you can hit, you just
okay.
have to roll at disadvantage.
Got it. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck. Okay. I aim to shoot at the big rat, and I miss, and the ice shatters on the side of the wall. And I say, fuck! That's my bonus action.
hell of a bonus action.
All right, up next is Jack Hardname.
Alrighty. So let's see here. So you're a rogue. You know about this. If I use insightful fighting, it says as a bonus action, you can make an insight check against a creature that you see that isn't incapacitated, contested by the creature's deception check. If you succeed, you can use your sneak attack against that target, even if you don't have advantage on the attack roll. So I have to use that if I want to sneak attack these things, right?
At this distance, yes.
Okay. Because none of them are within 5 feet of each other.
Correct.
You dastardly bastard. Dastardly bastardly. Alright, so I'm going to do that insight check on these rats. On this rat right here in specific.
Okay. Against
And
its
that's a-
deception,
That is correct.
it's a 1.
Oh, okay, I beat that.
Okay.
With 13. So I get a sneak attack on that mofo. Now, that counts as a bonus action, but I also had my sword out before this fight started.
Right.
If I want to switch to my bow and arrow, my crossbow, what are your thoughts on that?
Because it's rats, I'll let you do it, but just understand that in bigger fights, more consequential fights, it's typically a bonus action to switch out your weapon. That's all.
Can I?
For the
okay,
folks
yeah,
at home, that's my rule. For this fight, he can do this. But further,
jokes.
no.
Don't at me.
For the folks at home, that is at.
Yeah. Can we? Where should we send all the hate mail? Ooh, I've got
Extra
death threat already.
attack.
Let me.
Extra attack RPG.
Follow so you can hate all of our videos.
Exactly. Make sure you thumbs down on every single one. Make sure you click that bell so that you're unsubscribed and you don't get notifications.
Make sure you leave a comment telling us how bad we are at playing and how bad Tyler is at DMing.
Yep. And you might get a walk-on roll to fuck off. Oh, I don't hit. It doesn't fucking matter because I missed that attack anyways. I
Oh,
rolled
no.
a 2, which with my attack action is a plus. Yeah, does a 6 hit?
No, it sure don't. So, for those at home, see where it got us?
All your belly aching, and you didn't even watch the next 30 seconds of the video.
Are you doing anything with your movement?
I'll say my movement action was me getting my short bow out.
Okay, sure. Yeah, whatever. Up next is Chapps. Because I told you,
gonna be-
them rats roll
yeah.
bad.
40. I'm gonna move to there, and that's my turn.
Okay. Up next is rat time, baby.
Favorite time.
Yeah, they can't really move very far.
Should have readied that. Oh well.
Just gonna dash. Dash as far as I can.
And I dashed.
Okay. As they all start trying to convene in on you all, that'll bring us up to the top of the round again with Thrush.
Great. Fun thing about Mr. Nightingale, not a big fighter. Going
Hey, you're a
to,
bard.
huh?
You're a bard, right?
Yes, I am.
Bards suck at fighting.
That's not true at all. How dare you? I turn around and I stab Jack Hardname. Crap, not there. Yeah, with rapier in hand, I walk up to the rat I yelled at before, and I'm like, "God damn rats!" And then I'm gonna attack him.
Okay, roll the hit.
Does an 11 hit?
Yeah,
It does?
does not.
Damn it!
It does not.
I said, "Damn it!"
As you go to, as you go to hit into him, it bares its teeth at you and kind of like maneuvers your sword away a little bit, and just sort of repositions itself to.
I just look at him like, "God, you little bastard!" And I turn and I'm like, "God damn it!" And I look at Jack and I'm like, "Get your ass over here!" And I give him bardic inspiration.
Very inspiring.
Yeah, right. I like that. That's your inspiration. Get over here. Up next,
Scorpion was just giving bardic inspiration all those years.
yeah, right. Ida, it is your turn.
Yeah, I'm going to reload my crossbow and shoot again. The one in front of me.
Okay.
Ooh, that would be a 19 to hit.
That'll hit.
I also realized I have a +7 for these things, so that probably would have hit the last time. Actually, no, it wouldn't because I rolled a 2. Okay, so that would be 1d6 plus 3.
And you've got bardic inspiration you can use.
Oh yeah, what is that?
You
a
don't need to
D4?
use it now.
Well,
Hit now.
Well, you don't need to
Yeah.
use it now, but
okay,
It's
and then
it's a D8,
I
right?
also
It's a
I also
D6.
realized that I have a bonus. Just realizing this, but you know, better late than never. That I have the +2 bonus attack rolls, so I can. You
Yeah.
gain a +2 bonus attack when you make with the thing with ranged weapons, so I can shoot twice. Good to know for later. But like I said, okay. So
Good to realize while fighting
4, 5,
rats.
6, 7. Okay.
yeah, right.
So that would be 7 points of damage.
7 points of damage as you shoot this thing. And the ice kind of impales straight through it and just kind of creeps around its face a little bit as it is just lying there still and dead.
So I'm gonna reload, obviously, and shoot again at the other rat that's in front of me. Let me make sure I can hit it. Yeah, it's exactly 30 feet in front of me. How perfect. Okay. Another 19 to hit.
That'll hit.
Nice.
I wish I could take pictures of all my rolls because, like, these yellow dice are killing it today. Okay, and then 1d6.
Oh, nice. The Orlando dice.
Yeah. 5, 6,
Where-
8. That would be 8 points of damage for that guy.
8 points as you sort of like aim and you're like Not again. And you hit. The same exact thing happens as you snipe right through this thing's mouth, and it also is frozen directly in its tracks, dead.
I just go, like I breathe on my hand.
All right. Anything else? Movement?
Yeah, I'll move. I'll go 20 feet.
Okay.
There.
Up next is Jack Hardname.
All right. I'm gonna get myself lined up for a shot and shoot that fucking rat again. Well, it's a different rat because you killed the one I was aiming for. Pew! Okay, that's perfect. And I'm gonna roll. Now I have to decide if I'm gonna use Bardic Inspiration before you tell me if the roll succeeds or not, and I'm not gonna take it because I rolled shit. That's an 8.
8 does not hit.
All right.
Just wing a bolt by my face. What the hell?
It's all right.
As you just hear off in the distance, it just clatters around.
I can use my bonus action to hide. Take a hide action. If I hide from these rats, do I got a sneak attack?
Where are you going to hide?
I'm gonna blend in with the wall.
He's gonna hide in the
rats
water.
are colorblind.
Roll a stealth check.
That definitely didn't happen because can the camera pick it up?
Is that a nat one?
It isn't that one.
Ida just looks around and be like, Jack, I see you.
Ooh,
What
look
are
at
you
that."
doing? We're fighting here. Help!
Like Kronk in Emperor's New Groove, just just up against the wall.
Hey, Peter!
Up next is Chapps.
Hey, Goose, go!
So you're gonna tell. I need some, I guess, direction. I want to run up to here, and I want to throw that rat into the water. What do I need to roll to do that?
Strength check.
A strength check, you say?
Yep.
20. Dirty 20.
Dang, you are. He rolled a 19 on con. Yeah, you. How are you gonna throw him into the water?
So basically, because I'm holding a torch, what I do is I run up, I like jump with my legs out, basically lock it between my feet, and I kick its head and flip it into the water.
You hurricanrana this rat? What's happening?
Yes. Absolutely.
As you just hear him like squeal and scream and struggle as he just plops into the water and immediately starts just over to, down the way a little bit there.
It's getting washed away.
I feel bad for the rat now. Just drowning that thing in shit water. That's like the bad way to go.
You doing anything else?
I think I'm pretty happy with that. I'm good there.
Perfect. Okay. Then up next is the rat's turn, as this one's going to struggle to try and get back up and is going to just be flying along, sort of unable to get back up. Yeah, he's
Bye, have a great time.
As these two will definitely converge on you and try to attack you with some bites.
Excellent.
The first one is a 23 to hit.
Yup.
For 4 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
The second one is a 13 to hit.
Nope.
Okay. As the first one kind of gets right into the flesh of your arm, the metal of your arm, whatever. You know what I'm talking about. It just kind of sinks in. The other one,
bites a sprocket.
the other one tries to, and you kind of kick its face away a little bit. As these two, this one's going to try and bite Eira for a nat 20.
Ah, shit. Yeah.
Yeah, that hits.
For 10 points of piercing damage.
Oh,
Shit.
Ouch.
As it gets like right into the meat of your calf, and you can feel some of the familiar warmth of your blood kind of trailing down your leg a little bit. Oh, this one will also
Ah,
try.
this is not good. I get 10 again. This is not-
21.
that does hit.
It's not nat. 5 points of piercing damage.
so painful.
Yeah, sure. As it also bites into you, and that'll be the end of their turn. Thrush is up next.
How bad does Eira look? Ida, like an insight check, or
Yeah.
I could just scream, "You're okay?"
I hurt.
God damn it!
But it's okay. We need to get rid of these rats. I killed 2 of them. Let's do that first.
Thrush is gonna run up.
Fuck. Attacking this rat. My rapier.
Which one was at the top or the bottom?
The bottom. Does a 12 hit?
Okay. It just hits.
Thank Christ. That's a 10 points of damage, boyo.
Woo!
Nice. As you're not having much luck with the other ones, this one connects, and you just chop the thing's head off.
Just like, like
This one, correct?
gross. Yeah. And then I kind of turn and I'm just like, hang on, because I'll see what I can do in a sec. And then I kind of stand there and fucking shit. That's all I do.
Up next is Eira.
I'm going to walk. Well, no, I'll kind of like make my way to this side. And what I'm gonna do is just that you piece of shit and use my bow to like use the like as a baseball bat kind of to try to get this rat into the water.
That would be a.
Can I do that?
Your bonus action would be to swap out the the crossbow with the longbow.
That's fine.
And then can you make a strength check?
Yeah. Oh, that's gonna be good.
This is funky.
18. For strength.
18. With an 18, you can bat it like 5 feet. It doesn't
Okay.
fully like
Well, I have
fall
another.
into the water, but
I have another attack, right?
sword?
Technically, it's
So
a
what is
ranged weapon.
That's not what they mean, and you know it.
It was worth a shot. But
If you're
does-
talking about your archery thing, that gives you a +2 to hit. It doesn't give you extra attacks. Just as a side note.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so you can only do 1 attack anyway.
Really? I thought I could do 2.
Nope. If you're using like 2
oh,
daggers.
if I do, yeah.
If
or
you've got like two daggers
arrows or something.
No, because two weapon fighting implies that if you had two hand crossbows, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
But the action of like a longbow requires this.
I got it. Yeah.
You know, if you have like a sword and a hand crossbow or a dagger and a hand crossbow, then you could take both of those. But
got it. I see what you mean. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Then I will just stand there, I guess. But should I roll 2 for damage though?
no, I'm taking it off of your unarmed damage,
Oh, okay, cool.
which is decent
pretty
against rats, but
Yeah.
yeah. Okay.
Sounds good
Up
to
next
me.
is Jack.
All right, so I'm gonna try and be fucking useful for this fight for once, and I'm gonna shoot this goddamn rat over here.
Okay.
Looked in the complete wrong table for my dice. Oh my god, and then I missed my dice thing, but that landed on a.
Don't do it.
Don't
do it. 14.
That's 14. There it is. No. Oh, it rotated the
That's
right
20.
direction.
14 will hit.
It's
It's a
a nat
20.
20. He rolled a nat 20.
Jesus Christ.
I had a nice.
Rolled a
That's
nat
nice.
20, yo.
There it is. Now it's nice and crisp. Anyways,
Thrush Nightingale.
so I'm also gonna roll that. Use my bonus action to roll. Should I have done the bonus action thing first, though? Like,
I'll allow you to try it.
we're breaking all the rules today in our first episode. Oh boy. Does a 15 work on the insight roll against the rat's deception roll?
Yes.
I was waiting for no.
Okay.
No. The most deceptive
So
rat
yeah.
of all time. Those
Well,
rats,
that's a
they'll
sneaky-
deceive you. Those rats.
Sneaky bastards. So if I
also,
do a
as a side note, Ian, you can use your sneak attack anyway because they're both engaged with Chapps.
Yeah.
yeah. Well, fucking A. Well, since I do 2d6 for a sneak attack, does that mean I do a 4d6?
No,
Or why?
no, sneak attack damage is not doubled for.
Really?
Oh.
I don't know,
So it's
Aaron.
just,
You shot up like you know differently.
I mean, I do it, but that's me.
Okay.
Sneak
Should we-
attack
should we
isn't
Google
affected
this?
by crit, I'm pretty sure.
I mean,
I mean, I'll check real quick.
Pretty
I'm
sure
willing
you'll
to
do
fight
enough
this.
damage to
Let's
kill it
do
either way.
Yeah,
Street
it's-
court. Let's do this. No, I'm okay with just doing an extra d6. It's basically I'm rolling 3d6 now, right?
Okay.
says yes.
Yeah. You would roll.
Oh.
Yeah. So yes. The internet chooses that yes, you double your sneak attack.
Oh, sick. Okay. Shit. Yes. That's 8 so far. 12 damage.
Yeah. You shoot him. He doesn't even see you coming. He's dead. He's gone. Chapps.
That's how
You're like
kill a rat.
trying to ward off these rats and such, and then you look at the one and you look over at the other, and it's just dead with like a crossbow bolt stuck through it.
And I kind of wink and point at Chap like I'm Steve Buscemi at the end of Billy Madison.
Except I don't see it because I'm not focused on him.
That's right.
And you've got like a torch that's kind of like bright in your way.
Yeah.
Up next is Chapps.
I'm gonna try and throw this other rat into the water too.
Okay.
That's that's not as good. An 8 strength.
Against the 12. This one, a little bit hardier than the others, a little bit bigger, a little bit heftier, a little harder to maneuver around.
little bit chonkier. I got it.
Yeah.
He's been eating more than the other rats.
That's a thick
He's
boy.
having a
as
great
they say.
time.
Exactly.
That's a
That's
thick
the alpha
boy.
rat.
That's a thick ass boy. That's what they say.
Yeah, I don't know if there's really much else I can do because I didn't attack it, so I can't do my bonus attack.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like holding on to this rat. I'm like, well, that did. I should like let go, and I'm like, shit.
As he's gonna plop back down and just kind of like look at you, like, and then go to try and bite you.
I think in the comedic moment, he like sets it down, like pats it on the head, and like waits for the bite.
Yeah, right.
He's
Based
just
on
like,
the timing of this. That's there you go. 22 to hit.
yeah, it hits.
22 to hit.
Yeah.
Another 5 points of damage. As expected, it bites into sort of your shin area.
I think as I go to pat its head, it like bites my hand. I'm like, I'm holding
But
back.
then
next-
it kind of looks to this. It looks to the side and starts to try and run away.
Ooh, I'm gonna punch it.
Okay. Punch. Rat punch.
Rat punch. Oh, that's definitely a hit. 22.
Yep, that'll hit it.
That is 7 damage.
7 damage? Okay.
7
It
damage.
tries to run away from you because it got its last little bite in, realizes you're much bigger. Its fellow rat is dead. It saw another rat fly into the ocean. So, it's not worth it. Starts to run away and just crack on the back of the head, and it is dead.
What you get for not going in the water.
This rat is going to disengage and try and run away.
You little son of a bitch.
So he can get 30 feet there. And he's now running.
And I'm assuming the other one is long gone down the water.
Squeak, 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 squeak.
I do feel bad for that rat. That rat.
I don't.
And I just murdered a rat, but I feel bad for that one.
The one that you didn't kill.
Yeah,
The one that got away.
the one that got flushed.
Yeah, with that, it's Thrush. Your turn.
How far is this rat?
There's one rat running away from you.
I know. I take a solitary step forward, and I'm just like, "Where you fucking going, you rat bastard?" And then I do cutting word. What is it? Vicious mockery
Vicious
on him.
mockery.
Yeah. Yeah. Wisdom saving throw.
Oh my god. Wisdom saving throw. That's a 5.
Here we go. Here we go.
Here we go. Here we go.
That's
here we go,
4
here we go.
psychic damage.
4 psychic damage. It starts to run away. You say, "You rat bastard!" It turns around a little bit and then just starts tumbling over itself, completely dead.
Does it tumble into the water?
No, it kind of tumbles this way.
You broke its heart to death.
As that concludes our combat there. Unless you want to chase down that one that's flying down this waste river.
No, I
Maybe
was
we
just
can
mad at
catch
the
it.
other one for running away.
Keep it as a pet.
I turn to Ida. I'm like, "You all right?"
Ida's already unwrapping one of her arms, like the one that has the like the bandage on it, and you see like a bunch of like fresh scars on that arm, and you see her start wrapping the other arm with the bandage. I think I'm okay right now.
You sure?
Yeah, you know, it happens.
Thrush is going to go kind of point at Ida and go, "Yeah, you'll be all right," and cast Healing Word.
While they're doing their thing, I'm kicking the other
I
rats
heal you
into
for
the water.
5 points of damage.
Just the ones on my side. I don't care about the other
Yeah,
ones. I'm
just-
just like,
Gloom.
yeah, you just hear.
Yeah.
Yeah. You
Oh,
just
it's
see-
not like a splash. It's like a dunk.
Ida starts looking at her arms and her legs and says, "Thank you. They've never healed that fast before."
Don't mention it. Seriously, don't mention that. I don't do nice things for people. Let's go. And starts continuing a walk with candle in hand. It's like, all right, I need you all to go ahead of me so I don't die in front.
I'm gonna check on Chap and be like,
I think I'm already like walking down.
I'm gonna catch up and I'll be like, how you feeling, Tin Man?
Well, they bite pretty hard, but I'm doing okay for now.
All right, well, I can't heal anybody, so I mostly just checking in because you look like you kind of got messed up out of this ratchet a little bit there.
I mean, unless you want to go for a swim too. He just walks away. He'll like head back to the other side so that way he can meet up with the others.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna stand there all by my lonesome. All by myself.
With all the light sources,
Sorry, what?
with all the light sources on the other side of this thing, it's starting to get a little dim around you.
All by myself. I'm gonna kick a rock and then I'm gonna catch up with the group.
This one splashes with a much less satisfying noise.
Yeah.
No, that one's more of a splash. Less graceful, less satisfying. Yeah. Kind of reverberates through the cavern a little bit. Yeah, you meet back up with the group. Where are you going off to?
Continuing down the path, I think.
Yeah, I'm just gonna follow whoever's lead.
All right. After another minute or two, being lit by the torch and the small candle, which I can't imagine why it lasts this long if it's a small candle, but it's fine. You all make your way into the eventual end as the stream sort of goes down another chute outside, and you're met with a sort of stairway that goes up to another iron bar door.
Is this
I
this
guess
one
that's
unlocked?
our way out.
Are you going up to it?
Yeah.
Yeah, this one is also unlocked as you push into it and it kind of just creaks open.
I think we made it to our exit.
How are we looking on time for like getting to the drop?
Getting to the drop, he said it was about a mile outside, so like another 20 15 20 minutes maybe, depending on how quickly you move. Chapps had given you maybe an hour and a half. You spent maybe between 5 and 10 minutes in the sewers. It wasn't very far.
Oh, okay.
It was about the length of the wall of the city. It's not like you went under the city or anything. You were right at the edge there.
So we got another like hour 20-ish.
Yeah. With
Can I
20 or
make
something.
Can I make a perception check outside the door to see like what's out there?
Sure.
I think once we reach the door, though, I'm going to put out my torch. So that way we're not illuminating.
I'll also
There we are.
snuff my candle.
I got a 13.
13. So you make your way outside, and this door pretty much goes to the outside of the wall. This part also unguarded currently. to your left is a sort of outlet of the sewage that's coming out, and it goes into this big hole that goes down underground, and kind of just like sloshes away. Along your left and right, you just see the entire expanse of this wall that surrounds the city of Rexxentrum. The sky is pretty clear. You've got a decent moonlight view. Yeah, it's like a half moon right now. You don't see many people out and about or active. There are a couple farms sort of in the distance before it's sort of quickly picked up by some scattering trees and such to the south.
Eira is just gonna look at the moon, say, "It's a beautiful night."
Sure is, but you know, it'd be nice to see the stars and know that we can see. I'm worried about dying, is what I'm really trying to get to. I don't have a really eloquent way of saying it, but
sometimes straight is the best way to say it. Are we walking? Let's walk.
Yeah, let's.
We got places to be. Best to get there before they do. And I'm gonna head out. I'm just gonna start.
We'll all just start walking.
Yeah, as you walk south, starting to get away from the wall a little bit, you are eventually from this point. This is a little off the main road. This is a little west of the main road. Eventually, you intersect with sort of a road that's going sort of southwest and starting to curve general west into a sort of tree-lined path of it's obviously a sort of commerce road. There are tracks on the road and whatnot, but it's not as big or as decorated as one of the main entrance roads might be.
You
Stay in the tree line?
You said we're about a mile, like it's about a mile out of the city to where we need to go?
Yes.
I think staying in the trees might be a good call. Don't know who else is wandering on these roads at night.
If we've got the time, I can like sneak the whole way, right? Like be a sneaky boy.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it might slow you down a little bit, but you've still got time to kill.
I rolled a natural 20. I'm so sneaky. Plus my skill of +4, so 24 altogether.
Are you trying to hide from the entire group?
No, from like onlookers and people who might be like, I'm trying to like make sure that, you know, from point A to point B, nobody but my group knows that
Fair.
I went that way.
As you all start...
I tried being sneaky. I rolled a nat 1. So I think while he's actually slipping into the trees, I'm slipping out of the trees.
It's more like
I was gonna say I'm just gonna walk normally.
Yeah. Mine turns into more of a clanky walk.
Yeah, as you start to make your way into the trees along the side of this road, you almost forget Jack is there. It's almost like he's floating along, and this is made especially contrast by Chapps, who is just through the forest floor, stepping on what sounds like every stick that nature has ever made.
He's heavy enough, he's breaking like thin branches.
Yeah, exactly.
And as I'm going, I'm like, what are these trees made of? Tinfoil.
They're made of the same stuff you are.
Yeah, as Ida just is casually strolling, kind of looking back and forth at the two.
I think at some point I give up on being stealthy, and I'm just like, well, this isn't working.
Thrush is just kind of walking along, being like, yeah, all right. Just walking normal, like, where was all this stealth? I got us in this place in the first, goddamn. All right.
All right. Meanwhile, the whole time I'm just going like, I'm a sticky boy.
After about 20 or so minutes of walking through the forest, you're sort of along the edge enough that you can see through to the road. You notice a sort of clearing point where there is one person sitting kind of opposite end of where you all are, just sitting by a small fire, waiting by themselves. And it's, this big sort of circular clearing where on one side is the road, on the other side is the road. But this just happens to be like a large outcropping.
Ida is gonna wave. Like, hi.
You're
Hi.
you're in the trees.
Oh, I'm in the trees. Okay, never mind. I'm not going to wave then. I'll wait till I get closer. Sneaky hello.
can I see if Ida is planning on greeting this lone person? Can I like insight check to see if, like,
Sure,
she's-
you can insight check.
Wow, that is a 19 plus my insight of plus 5. Insight is a plus 6, so 25.
You would know that I did greet the last person that was alone. So I have full intention of doing so again.
Ida, just to give you a heads up, that might be the person we're trying to reconnoiter. So maybe you should not say hi. Maybe we can find out afterwards if they're part of the drop before we start
But
saying hi to everybody.
But if I could keep them occupied, I could say hello, sir.
They're gonna be plenty occupied by the drop happening, so maybe just maybe we should just lay low for a while. I love the enthusiasm. I love the friendliness. It's really refreshing to see. But maybe just maybe this time, just hold back.
Roll perception or persuasion.
This lady's gonna get us killed. I can tell that right from the get-go. That's why she has so many scars on her face. She tried to make friends with me. I said that before, and I'm thinking it again.
You start doing that, Thrush immediately goes, yeah, and you're gonna help her do something.
Well, she's gonna roll persuasion.
Yeah.
Yeah, roll persuasion for her.
Are you trying to persuade us that
Alright.
it's a good idea to talk to this person? Is that what
No,
you're doing?
to not talk to the person.
Oh, I'm rolling persuasion
You're
to
rolling
persuade
persuasion to
Because I
persuade her.
really want to talk to them.
you. Okay. Oh boy, I rolled an 8.
Hello.
I just immediately like run up and I'm like, hey, Ida, maybe we just
Do it
wait.
the hard way. So
Yes.
Can I do
Iris,
bardic inspiration on my persuasion roll?
Let's just be quiet for now, and he might be the drop person, and then maybe after the drop we can say hello.
Okay. Just for
Okay.
you. Just for you.
I just like staring at my hand, just like I'm gonna die.
Just leaning against a tree, you just see Chapps just like shaking his head like, boss ain't gonna be too happy about this mission, I can already tell.
Yeah, I'm not too happy about the mission either. All right, Metal Man. Just Thrush is gonna
so
climb
what
a
do you-
tree
Fun.
and just kind of like observe from a tree.
Roll athletics.
May I roll acrobatics?
Sure.
For you, anything.
Yeah.
That's a 24.
Okay. 24. Yeah, you just.
You
Right up
see
the
me
tree.
just like double bar it, just like, and I'm just up in a tree.
My God, that fella's spry as a really spry fella. Who's spry?
Okay. What is everyone doing?
Clever
Are you
as
just
always.
waiting to see what happens, or?
Just hang-a-langin', staying snuck.
I think.
Yeah, we're
you just-
waiting to see what happens, I guess.
Just hear
Yeah.
silence in the tree.
We hear silence. Oh boy.
Silence made manifest.
The absence of sound so great you can hear it.
Can
Terrifying.
you all give me a stealth check? Thrush with advantage.
It's a 19 for me.
That's a 25 there, sir.
18. Ashley.
It's 6.
Oh no.
And that's
still
with a
got-
+3.
Can I give
Get that bardic
Ashley
inspiration?
Can I give
Find
Ida
that
help
bardic
advantage?
inspiration.
Because
How
I
long does
used
bardic
that.
inspiration last?
10 minutes? Oh, it's too long.
Nah. Yeah.
Damn it.
Can I do a help
I'm
action?
sorry.
How would you help her be sneaky?
By like telling her where's a better place to be like crouched
So
down
advantage
and
on
like
it.
where not to step.
Advantage
um,
on the advantage.
No, just advantage. Not so you just roll a second time. Oh,
That
Not
was
much.
worse. That was a nat
Oh.
1.
So we're taking the 6.
as Jack, as you're like quietly like trying to make eye contact with her and like point out places, she doesn't even see you because you're so well hidden.
Ugh. That makes perfect sense.
Yeah. And so she's just crouched down, and you feel pretty good. You've never felt more
I'm
hidden.
very well hidden. This is the best hiding spot. Maybe I'll read a book here sometime. I don't know. It's great.
God damn it.
Interesting. Okay. As you're all crouching down, looking, just waiting. Okay.
That's a great look you just gave.
They're
all dead.
Right. No, the person sitting there alone, kind of like perks up a little bit and starts looking out in your direction, and then starts to like snuff out his small bonfire. And as soon as he looks up to look at you, a black carriage starts to make its way towards the center here. And I will show you guys where you are. Boom. So you are all sort of down here in this bottom area. Boom, 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 boom. Thrush being up in a tree. You're all down there. He's way over here. As this sort of dark passenger carriage pulled by two horses approaches, you can notice that there are a number of men on the carriage. That's as much as I'll say for now. Although you can see the four of them on your screen.
Can I perception check to see like info about these dudes?
Sure.
Get me anything?
And should we all just roll perception?
7.
7. With 7, you can see that there are 4 guys on here.
Cool.
I think
So
I'm
on the-
more focused on. I'm going to try and roll to see what kind of package they might have with them.
Okay.
I got a dirty 20 in perception
I didn't see anything
on this carriage.
A dirty 20 perception. You can see that they're the 2 men at the front, both sort of with reins, guiding these horses. There's 1 man on top, with a crossbow kind of ready, and 1 man on the back. The 2 on the front and the 1 in the back have swords on them. They're all armed, and that's what you can see.
Oh, man.
I can't see anything because I got a 6.
Yeah.
I just sit there quietly and watch.
I'm just aware that the man was staring at me, so I'm just kind of like keeping an eye out of what's going to happen.
This guy starts to walk down towards the center as the carriage sort of pulls off. So one guy gets out, and they make eye contact and start walking up to each other. You can see them start to have a bit of a conversation with each other. As the one guy kind of glances over a little bit in your direction, and then the second guy who is on the carriage starts to like look around. What do y'all do?
But he sees me though, like he knows exactly where I am, right?
You want to know?
Oh, okay. Well, that's weird that he's looking right at me. I just say that to myself.
And I'm like looking at her and I'm like, just thinking to myself, I'm like, she has no concept of stealth.
And then here's what Jack's monologue is.
Because he's very good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you all holding tight?
Thrush is.
Yo.
Hold tight.
Everybody.
I'm in the best hiding spot. I don't know.
Everybody, roll me perception again.
16.
A little better. 11.
14.
15.
Chapps and Eira, you just both kind of like scanning around the situation there. See this guy in the back, just dragged underneath the carriage.
Oh.
Drag?
Yeah, just really quickly, like in one motion, just kind of like yanked underneath this carriage.
Did we see by what?
No.
Okay.
Well, Eira has nothing to say about that. She's kind of just like, oh, okay.
Chapps is very tempted to act, but he feels like it's not quite the right time, so he's gonna hold off.
I didn't see shit.
As these two start making their way over towards the side of the carriage, and the one guy on the left who you saw was originally there keeps just kind of like glancing over his shoulder a little bit. Yeah.
May I make an insight check on him?
Sure.
Let's Oh shit! Never mind. It's 6. It was just like I am a 3. Fuck.
Yeah, it's hard to tell. You get the feeling that maybe he's nervous about something, possibly, or but despite that, he still kind of.
I get a bit of a nerves from shit. I haven't noticed the guy disappear, right?
No.
I do nothing. I stay quiet where I'm at, continually observing.
Okay. Sorry, I'm just looking up something real quick. Where is it? There it is. Okay. As they continue to talk, the door opens, and there is a larger man sitting inside. As he gets out, he pulls out this large sort of chest with him that kind of just like falls down to the ground next to him, and yeah, that's what I'll give you. That's what I'll give you from this distance. It's dark. They've got some lights on the carriage, sure, but that's what I'll give
Did I see this?
you. Yeah, everybody can see this.
Okay.
Can I see if there's anything, like, since I saw the guy get dragged under, can I kind of take a look again to see if I notice anything else that weird going on under the carriage?
I would say for this, make investigation because you're looking for more specific things.
Okay. Investigation. 19.
19, you can see a sort of like shadowed black figure kind of gripping the bottom of the carriage, and you can also see the limp body of the one guard laying under the carriage.
We have an interloper.
Can I talk to my party without getting noticed, or?
You can try.
Okay, I'm gonna talk to my party. Guys, there's someone under the carriage. They took one of the guards, and now there's a dead body under there. I can see it from here.
We all hear this?
You know, I thought I counted nice.
Yeah, you can all hear this. Ida, can you roll stealth for me?
Yeah. 12.
As you start saying that, the one guy who was standing there before, you see him talking to the other two, then you see him raise his hand, and then turn around, and you've got fire headed at you, right at you. Everybody roll initiative, please.
It's just heading towards us.
Yeah.
You just hear Thrush kind of go, "It's not a drop, it's a hit."
Can I use a reaction to that? Or would I have to wait until?
This is going to be in combat now.
It's a setup.
That is a 4. Roll the 4.
Sorry, I'm just rolling mine right now. Okay. Anyone above a 20? 15 to 20.
16.
16? Okay.
Furious typing ensues.
Yeah, right. 10 to 15.
14.
13.
13. Wait, who's 14?
Me.
And, Rush. 5, 10. Or Ian, what'd you get? Sorry, because you're the only one left.
4.
Okay, understood. Okay. So, the first thing that is happening in sort of this surprise round is this roll to hit. That's a 19 to hit. What are you trying to react to this, Ada?
Never mind. I realized that if I did, I would lose hit points, and I can't afford that right now.
Okay. As I assume a 19 hits.
Yeah.
As this fire kind of goes right to you and erupts on you, you take 2 points of fire damage. As some of it lights up the entire sort of wooded area around you as it hits. As you hear a man go, "You might as well come out now."
Ida is gonna confidently come out of the tree,
Okay.
just being like, and just say to them, "I'm here to make sure you do your job correctly. I don't know why you have to fire that fireball at me."
The only ones that have to make sure we do our jobs correctly is us.
Oh yes,
So
is that
who are
what
you?
Goldfinger told you, or is my job irrelevant? Goldfang, whatever. I don't give a shit. I'm just
Goldfinger.
I'm given money and I do my job. I don't remember names. It's easier if you don't.
He just says, "I think you're confused. Allow me to help you." And he lights up his hand again, fire.
Can I look at the rest of my
wait.
party and be like, should we help her? Like,
Well,
kind of like.
At this
At the
point,
top-
at this point, I'd be walking towards them, so I want to be within 30 feet of them. Is that okay?
you were when he did this was, I'd say you can probably be here. Use a slow hey thing, and then we're going to go into the actual order of initiative, which starts with Chapps.
I mean, I'm pretty sure at this stage the chest is the objective, right? Like, it's pretty clear that that's the package.
Feeling pretty confident about that. That or the person who's killing everybody. Or the other.
I would be surprised if that were the case.
Me too.
I'm going to... How far can I go? Yeah, let's go right to there. I'm a fast boy, and I'm going to dash right to here.
Fun.
Yeah, and then just because I know it's a dangerous situation, I'm going to use my bonus action to dodge.
Okay.
Because
Sure.
otherwise I might go down very quickly if I'm not careful.
Fair.
So just out of the woodwork, you just see a fucking metal man sprinting, like, right to this guy, and I'm like, hello.
Can you do dodge as a bonus action?
I can with my key.
Sure. Okay. Sounds good.
Patient defense.
Right. Makes sense.
And for the listeners at home, I'm a monk.
Okay, well, that's actually good, because this guy's gonna try and as you just sprint out, he's gonna be like, "Excuse me," and he's gonna take his sword and try and just swipe at you.
And he has
Can't
disadvantage.
Yep. And that's a 9 to hit.
Nope.
Okay. He misses. Yeah, he's gonna hold fast. Up next is Ida.
I'm going to pull out my longbow. And I'm going to load it.
Okay.
And I guess that would be my action. And then
No, you can pull it out with the bonus action, and you can shoot with your action.
Okay. Run my hand up alongside it. Gets covered in ice. The icicle. I'm going to enhance it with a D4.
I think doesn't that take a bonus action?
Oh yeah, you're right. It does. Then I'll just hit on regular. Cool. So it'll be 20 to hit.
Who are you hitting?
No one, because that was a natural one. But
As
I'll
this-
roll again. Can I do that again? Oh no, I don't, because I used it as a.
You can't shoot that twice anyway. That's not a thing you do.
Got it. Okay.
Okay, are you moving at all?
Yeah. I'll move to here. I think that's within my. Yep. That's
Okay.
about 30 feet.
Up next is Thrush.
She just thrushes this in a tree, just like, God damn it, God damn it. We all die, we're dead. We go back to Armand with the goods, we're dead. Stick around with these guys, I die quicker than ever. Fucking God. And I'm gonna jump out of the tree. And I'm going to. Where can I get? I can get 60 feet on a dash. I'm gonna go 50 feet. I'm gonna dash and go 50 feet. And can I just talk? Is that cool? Just for my action,
Sure,
like
yeah.
whatever interaction I have left, I'm gonna be like, sorry, can I make an insight check on the guy who was waiting?
Mm-hmm.
Fuck. It's only a 9. Okay, with a 9, I'm trying to get the vibe of whether or not this is a fucking setup. On a 9.
I mean,
This is just
as you
reassurance.
run out, he kind of has this. As you run out, he kind of looks like this sense of like another one, you know? That's all you get.
Even with that, I'm just gonna trust my gut over what I see in front of me and go, gesture to the large guy in front of him, like the guy with the chest or whatever, and go, "Hey,
Yeah.
big guy." He goes, "You realize this is a setup, right? Not the us part, this guy part."
And he looks at him. He's like, "I don't think so."
He goes, yeah? Well, aren't you look like a smart individual. Where's your other guy?"
He starts to look around, and then they all start to look around, and then they look towards the drop guy, and just everybody starts to like square off with each other. Like,
I'm just saying, I know a setup when I see one. We were here just to watch, but this guy seems like he was shady from the beginning.
roll persuasion.
Come on, Thrush.
Give us a good one.
Come on,
Let's do
Thrush.
it.
That's an 18.
18. Okay. The guy starts to look, and the one guy next to him, like they both look, and they both kind of take a step away, and the main guy looks and he goes, "Well, this just won't do. And he just starts to get like really angry with everyone. Yeah. And
That is Thrush's turn. He can't do anything else.
in the initiative order, it's the big guy. This is really great. He's going to sort of as you get closer, you notice that the chest is actually chained to his hand, and he's going to kind of take it and with one arm like kind of shove it away a little bit, and he's going to try and make a swing on the drop guy, the first guy. This is ridiculous. That misses as he's too busy, but like he's now made an active sort of attempt against him. Up next, let's see. Yup. Just as assumed. Yeah. So you all now see the guy on top of the wagon or the carriage, just looking like super like confused and concerned as a black cloak figure comes out from under the carriage and sort of up against the side, and just with a knife just slits his throat and kind of jumps behind the carriage.
Okay. Oh no. All right. As I could say,
he is.
set up. Yeah, set up.
Up next is the other guild drop members. The one is going to try to attack the assassin and misses. The other one is going to look around. We do something. Okay. Look around and not sure what's going on. Just like take a few steps over here and just like hold his sword out to everyone. Just like, I don't know what's happening here. Yeah, and then that'll go to Jack.
Alrighty, so alright, let me figure this out. I am going to, I mean, the jig's up for sure, so 1, 2, 3, 4.
I mean, they don't know you're there, so you could stay.
Well, I mean, when the bow and arrow kind of illuminated everything, that sort of ruined it, didn't it? I mean, either way, everyone's already out. Like, I'm not gonna just stay hidden while everyone else is just.
I know.
taking
I'm
care
just.
of business.
I'm just messing with you.
I know you are, you goofy goober. So the chest is not on the carriage anymore, right?
No, it's kind of under the carriage a little bit right now. Still attached to the arm of the bigger guy right here.
Okay. Well, what I'm gonna do is, if you're shot at anybody, this isn't looking great for me. I am going to dash up to here, and bonus actions. I'm going to. Oh, I can dash again.
Yeah, rogues.
I'm gonna dash here,
Cool.
and that's my turn.
Up at the top is Chapps.
I mean, I'm just gonna start beating on the guy that I think we all agree is currently our mutually agreed enemy. So I'm gonna punch the guy, or attempt to. That's a nat 1. And then I'm going to flurry of blows. Just because I need to try and do something.
Perfect.
That's a 10 to hit, and 24 to hit
24 will hit.
for 6 damage.
6. All right.
And then, yeah, I'm not gonna do anything else. Don't need to move.
Okay. As it's his turn, he is going to try to. Yeah, he's gonna sword at you, Chapps.
Okay.
That is a 24.
Yup.
You take 15 points of slashing damage.
I'm down.
As he just kind of looks down at you. Up next is Ida.
Ida kind of like is shocked at what just happened, so she's gonna pull back her bow and be like, "Fuck you," and just like let it go.
Okay.
23 to hit.
That'll hit.
And this would be 1d8. It'd be 7 plus 3, 8, 9, 10. 10 points of damage.
Okay. He's starting to look a little rough as this ice arrow sort of explodes and the shards shatter and kind of like open up the wound a little bit as he definitely like recoils and kind of fixes his gaze on you. Yeah. Are you doing any other movement?
I don't think I can. Well, I mean I can, but I don't think I want
Sure.
to.
Up next is Thrush.
Thrush is once again gonna talk to the big guy with the chest strapped to him and goes, "Clearly this guy's setting you up. How about we take him out and then we'll have a conversation?"
He looks at you and roll persuasion.
Only at 12.
He looks, he goes, I don't trust him, but I don't trust you either.
I'm not asking you to trust me. I'm just asking you to notice that we're not trying to attack you, and he is.
I don't know. What else are you gonna do?
And then I turn and I point my finger at a metal man over here, and I'm like, "Would you?" He goes, "Not right now. Get your ass up." And I'm gonna cast a healing word on him. I'll do it at a 2nd level.
Ah.
Need another D4.
I'm
I'm just gonna roll digital. 8. You come out with 8 points of healing. You just hear like a nice lute melody in your mind. And then that's. I'm also gonna bonus action. And try to stay not dead, and then give him bardic inspiration as well. And I'm not gonna move. I'm gonna stay where I'm at.
The big guy is going to try and swipe again at the main guy and miss again because I think I've rolled the exact same thing with him twice. As he's still trying to just like keep the chest under the carriage there. Up next is this guy. He will roll once. Nat 1. Whop. Yeah, he's going to run up and try and stab this guy, and it's not going to work, and he's going to try and duck underneath the carriage to hide, and that's a little better. As the guy tries to stab back at him, misses, and that's all you guys see for now. Banna's turn. This guy is going to look around and just start taking off. And he'll get about that far in a full dash. This guy is going to get off the cart and start looking around underneath, and start like poking around with his sword under the carriage. Yeah, that's all you guys see. Up next is Jack.
Alrighty, so it's the guy who has the chest handcuffed to him. Is this dude right here, right?
This guy. Yes.
Okay. Well, and this is the dude who was waiting for the drop, and he is now attacking Chap.
Yes.
So I'm gonna fuck him up. With my shit, it's a action to switch weapons. Shit. Well, I'm gonna shoot him then.
Okay.
Christ. 10 is 9.
10 doesn't hit as it kind of skims off of his shoulder and flies behind him.
Okay.
You've still got your
Can I
movement.
dash
You can dash. You can hide somewhere.
Yeah, should I dash after this guy? He's just running away, but also he's gonna let people know that we were there. I'm gonna dash after that guy.
Which way are you running? Can you show me your path there?
Does it not show the path like measurements when I do this thing I'm doing right now? It doesn't.
I don't currently. Oh, now I see it. Okay, I gotcha. I see what you're doing.
Okay.
And then you can do another 30 because that was your regular
Right.
movement because you didn't move. Yep, there you go.
And that's the turn.
Okay. Up next at the top of the round is Chapps.
Gotta get up.
Yup. Definitely gonna be getting up. The wrong thing. And then
Half your movement to get up.
I'm not really planning on moving much further, so I'm just gonna start trying to take this guy out.
Bow, ba bow, bow, bow.
That's the hope. It's an 11. I'm assuming it's a miss.
Yeah, 11 misses.
17
17 will hit.
for 4 damage.
Okay.
And a miss.
All right. Anything else?
Well, since I don't really want to go down again, and my flurry of blows counts as a disengage, I'm going to step back a little bit.
Fun.
Flare blows counts as a disengage?
When I, as a drunken technique, is a disengage. Because while I am not drunk, I am a goofball.
Fair.
You got that right.
Up next is this guy, as he's going to let loose another firebolt, but this time again at Eira, because she just shot at him, and that's frustrating to him. That is a 21.
Only wow.
I'm glad somebody still celebrated it.
I didn't want to, it was begrudgingly.
That's 7 points of fire damage as it bursts into you.
Hold on, I need to do some math real quick.
Okay.
I think I'm okay. All right, I'm good.
Okay. Up next is Ida.
Okay, little mad about that, so I'm gonna take a shot at him back with my arrow again, with my bow. That does not hit. That would be a 4 to hit. Actually, but
4?
but plus 7, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. But you said 11 didn't hit last time, or did it?
Nope.
Yeah.
Yeah, as it shoots far to the left and actually grazes along the backs of the horses, who are now starting to get like really spooked and riled up. It didn't hurt the horses, but it did freak them the hell out. Up next is Thrush, unless you want to make any movement or anything out of it. Okay. Thrush.
Oh, damn it. Thrush is like... Ah, to hell with it. And I'm gonna bonus action stash my rapier, pull out my hand crossbow, and just shoot at this dude. This guy.
Oh, that guy? Right.
This guy. That's only a 12.
12 does not hit.
Just. That's it. It's me.
Okay. Up next is the big guy, who is going to use his action to pull out the chest and try and get it back into the carriage. Yeah, and that's really all he can do during his turn. Up next is this guy, who is going to... Let's see. You don't see anything happen. Although, at this moment now, the horses start taking off. They're starting to run. So they can go, let's say there, with their turn. As the big guy, sort of with the one arm like inside the carriage, starts to get like pulled along, and he's got to like brace himself to try and pull on up. You don't see the cloaked figure at all. So chest is inside the carriage, which is being pulled away now by horses. As this bandit guy is just going to start to run after it, and with his turn try to jump on the back. And
was that like a D20 roll for him to hang on to the carriage?
Yes.
Can I use a Hemocraft die to try to roll him under that saving where he would fall off?
Okay.
Because he is within 30 feet.
Sure.
I got 4, so I take 4 damage, and then... Yeah.
Subtract the 4. Okay, yeah, as he goes to run and jump up, it looks like he's gonna make it, and then suddenly his eyes just completely glaze over as bits of like blood start to drain, and he just falls down completely on the ground and like catches himself and looks around, sort of unaware of what the hell just happened. As this guy's going to try to keep running, he's going to get 60 feet. So he's off the map now, but I'll still put him there for now. Yep. And up next is Jack.
All right, so he's 60 feet, which means I have to do a movement action of 30 to get within the range of my short bow. Then I'm gonna shoot to hobble so that I can slow him down. Shit. Is a 13 hobble?
13 hits him.
Okay.
It's not quite precise enough to hobble.
Shit, wait, hold on.
Roll your damage.
Bonus action, I can't do it down. Yeah, okay. Ah, fucking Christ, it's a 1.
Okay.
Well, 1 plus 2, so 3, dog.
As you
3, dog. Ow!
hit
Sorry,
into
yeah.
kind of his shoulder, he's like, I don't want any trouble, please. And he just starts, he keeps
I'm
trying
gonna
to...
tell him, What should I tell him? Shit. I'll figure it out once I start killing him more.
Sure. Up at the top is Chapps.
Wait, I still have a bonus action.
Okay, sure.
So I'm gonna keep undashing.
Okay.
And there we go.
You're probably, I don't know, you're a little bit away from him. You can catch him in your next turn for sure. Up next
I'm
is
about the same distance as I was before,
Right.
which was about 30 feet away from him.
Chapps.
I'm in a bit of a dilemma right now. What to do? How big was the chest that the guy's carrying?
Maybe the size of like you're like a chest, like the width of the length of your torso and the height of
Oh, okay.
rib cage area. Yeah.
The width of Rob Liefield's Captain America chest.
Jesus Christ, that's very specific and very broad.
Okay.
I'll post the picture so you know.
Sure.
Thank you. I
It's
appreciate you doing
disgusting.
I
And that man can't draw feet, so
that. No, he cannot.
think I know who you're talking about. I'm going to... Man, I'm too curious. I'm going to try and hop on the cart, on the front of the cart.
Okay.
What do I need to roll for that? Acrobatics, athletics, something like that?
Athletics or acrobatics, depending on how you want to do it. Knowing you, probably with some flair, so you can roll
Absolutely,
acrobatics.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely with some flair. Let me see if I can... Oh, hell yeah, 24.
No problem.
Yeah, so I'm basically like, I run up, I'm going to jump up, and as I'm jumping up, I'm grabbing the reins of both horses, and I'm like pulling them to like try and stop them.
Amazing. Okay.
We have
Up
unfinished
next
business.
is-
I'm not letting them get away.
Yeah. Up next is this guy who's going to try and throw a firebolt at this guy. Or actually more likely at the wheel of the carriage. That'll hit the wheel of the carriage for sure. And that'll... So as he turns around, as the thing starts to go away, he just shoots off a firebolt, and it just shatters and splinters the wheel of this carriage. As still being pulled along by horses, but now just like immediately a large thud down on the ground as it just splinters away.
Is the carriage on fire now?
No, because it's like metal axles.
Got it.
So it was enough to explode the wheel itself, but the rest did not catch. Up next is Eira.
Okay, I'm gonna do what I've been doing and shoot the bow at this guy who keeps firebolting everything. It's annoying. So I'll roll the d10. Whoa. How much would that be? 15.
15 does not hit.
Ah, yikes.
Was that with your to hit bonus?
Yeah.
Ooh, rolling bad. Okay. Yeah. You miss as that goes wide. Anything else? Any movement? Anything?
No.
Okay.
That's
Up
it.
next is Thrush.
all right. You love it. You love to see it. You hate it so much. All right, Thrush is gonna stash his hand crossbow. Look at this cart. It's just like as this is happening, this is like a stopping, and then oh, this is stopping. Yeah,
Being slowed down for sure.
yeah. Gonna like take a second, look at the situation, and go. Son of a starts to. I'm gonna run. They like run 15 feet here. As I run, I pull out my freaking loot and I go, all right. And I jump as hard as I can and I do a massive strum and I'm going to cast Shatter right here.
Okay.
It affects everything in a 10-foot sphere. So It just misses Chapps.
Chapps. Yeah.
But it hits everything else.
It hits everything else, including the cart.
Oh, lovely.
Right.
Everything needs to make a Constitution saving throw of 14.
Ooh, nat 1 on the drop guy. Nat 20 on the big guy.
Okay.
Let's see. Con save, a 9 on the guy who's on the ground right now. And let's see. An 8 from the person you can't see right now.
All right, so the only person who passed was the big guy, and he takes half damage.
Right.
So everybody takes 15, and the big guy takes 7.
Okay.
And the cart takes whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, he's looking mad. Let's see. Dead. Not looking great. Okay. This guy who was on the ground after his eyes were just bleeding, just immediately holds his ears and then just goes limp. This guy like winces in pain, like super hard, and just like looks around trying to find the source of that, and then notices you doing the strum despite the fact that it came from behind him. He just like winces down really hard in pain, and is super irritated. And that's pretty much all you see. This guy's kind of all right. He's got a lot going on.
Yeah. That is. Yeah, that's my turn.
This guy is going to try to get more inside the carriage. Well, actually, no, because the carriage just fucking exploded. The back of it did anyway, which has set off the axles and everything. It's kind of crashed down. So actually, this guy's going to take a... Nope. Not great. Let's do a con save. Nope. So this guy's actually knocked prone on the ground as that explodes. Yeah.
Is that the guy that you said the guy that was bleeding from the eyes died, right?
Dead. Yes.
Okay. Because I was gonna say I'd have to roll another dice.
As he's going to get up and kind of just drag this chest out with him. The chest surprisingly is still intact. That's all he can really do right now. As then on the other side, this cloaked figure starts to crawl his way out from under the shattered sort of thing. Make perception check.
17.
That one, I'm too focused on my sick performance. I was
Yeah,
just like,
everything just... Chapps, yeah, with the chaos that you've got going on, you can turn to the right and you can see this sort of cloaked figure on the ground. The hood is still up, but he's, pulling himself. Chapps, can you give me what are you trying to do right now with these horses? Are you trying to, like, pull them? Everything just exploded behind you.
With... we'll see if you let me try this. With me seeing the assassin guy, I want to try and direct the horses to go around and trample him. At the very least, I don't want them running away, but I want them, like...
Roll dexterity.
Flat dexterity?
Yeah. Or animal handling, if that's different for you.
It doesn't matter, I rolled a nat 1. These horses go wherever they want.
Let me... something up real quick.
They do whatever they want, and I'm going with them.
Yeah, they are going... They're going over here with like a shattered half of a thing. They're moving much slower because they're trying to run, but this thing is on like 2 wheels as the back is just like grinding into the earth, leaving like a thick trail behind it. Up next is the drop guy on the far right that's off the map. He's going to go another 30 feet and turn around to you, Jack, and be like, please, I don't want any more. I guess Jack Hardname is a stone cold killer.
Got that right.
Because it's your turn. He's maybe 60 feet away from you now.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I don't see how I'm going to catch up to this guy.
I mean, that part's the easy part, catching up to him.
You could do that right now with a run with your movement and a bonus action.
Okay, I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to try and grapple him.
Okay.
So I'm going to roll my contested action.
Roll strength.
It's not looking great. Shit. That's going to be just a flat 10. 10, that's my number for the night.
You actually managed to grapple him because he rolled a 7.
Oh, shit. Okay.
As you just like tackle him down on the ground. He's like, I don't want any trouble, please.
Me neither. That's why you're not going to say a goddamn word about what you saw tonight.
Roll persuasion? Intimidation? Yeah, roll intimidation.
It's a 9.
9, he goes, but you don't know my boss. He's just like starting to cry out of like pain and confusion and frustration.
Oh jeez.
Up at the top of the round is
It's like Ida on him.
Yeah, right. Up at the top of the round is Chapps.
Well, since I'm losing control of these horses, I think.
Yeah, currently like trying to like.
I tried to direct them. I'm like, well, this isn't working. I don't think that explosion helped. I'm gonna let go and I'm gonna jump off the cart.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna run towards the assassin guy since he's on the ground.
Okay.
There, and then just because he is on the ground, I'm gonna try and kick him in the head.
Roll me acrobatics for shits and gigs.
Okay. 15.
Just to get off the cart.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
Easy enough to.
Yeah, I do. It's not fancy enough to do anything, but I get off the cart and. But yeah, I'm gonna run up and I'm gonna try and kick him.
Like soccer kick him, or just kind of like, hey.
I think I rolled well enough to soccer kick him. I got a 21.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's at advantage too because he's prone.
Oh, okay. No, still 21. 21.
21.
And that'll be 7 damage.
7 damage as you kick him and he immediately like turns over and you can see a sort of black tabaxi furred face as he's looking at you with these sharp yellow eyes where the irises are pretty open, and you could just see now from where you've like all this stuff that's happened, he's got like blood kind of coming out of his mouth, and he goes, please, it is not what you think.
Explain.
We don't really have that much time. As
no,
you,
I know. I'm giving him an opportunity on his turn to explain before I kick him again.
As you say, explain. The big guy is going to turn around and try and firebolt this new character here. With a 3, and he misses wide to the right as fire just scorches the earth just past this tabaxi that you just found.
And as I see that, I'm like, better do it quick.
Up next is Ida.
We're gonna go for the bow one more time. I'm gonna go for this guy right here.
Okay.
Anyway, isn't it? Like,
Yeah, I see yours.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, finally, a 19. So
That'll hit.
Yeah. Then I need a.
I love when we get to the point where you miss so much that hitting isn't even like a, oh, okay, I hit him. You're like, yeah, about fucking time.
Right?
Right.
Oh my god. That would be a 4 plus 3 would be 7 points of damage.
All right, are you doing the extra stuff? Or?
I am not because I cannot do that.
Okay. As a regular arrow, you pull up and you shoot, and it hits him right in the middle of the back, as he was just turned around the other way. Doing anything else?
Nope.
Up next is Thrush. This guy's starting to look pretty rough right now.
I turn to the big dude with the chest and I go, like I said, we need to have a conversation. And I'm gonna, against my better judgment, stash the loot, pull out the rapier, run up and stab this motherfucker. Shoot this motherfucker. Sorry. One of my favorite Morgan Freeman lines of all time. Come on.
Shoot this motherfucker
Come on.
right here.
That is a 17.
17 will hit.
It's 5 piercing.
Okay. Yeah, this guy's starting to look real hurt. He's bloodied. He's got arrows in him and stuff, and he's still like angrily holding his ground.
I fully like do the stab, and the guy like still standing, and I was just like, I'm like, okay, I know this looks bad.
Yeah. Up next is the big guy, and he's going to just be hobbling away. He can get maybe this far with this chest as he's just trying to like get as far away from what's going on as possible. Up next is this guy. He looks up at you and goes, right, yes, okay, corruption is everywhere. I will not allow it. I do not want it to be happening. I am trying to obtain the contents of that chest, so that this other man cannot have it.
Is he pointing to the drop man?
Yeah.
Oh, so this is like a third party.
This is a fourth party, technically.
I guess, yeah, because we're a third party.
Yep. You guys wanted mystery.
Oh man, I'm like
The good old-fashioned conspiracy square.
Right. Classic.
The quadrilateral of quandary.
Yeah.
I like look at this person and I'm just like, we get the chest and then we talk.
Right. He's going to get himself up and start trying to sprint. Let's see. It's going to be hard with these fucking horses in the way. Yeah, he's going to get over here and attempt to... no, that's going to be his whole movement because he had to use a lot of movement. Okay. Up next, the horses are fucking off. They are not taking them with them. We'll call them back there. Up next, the bandit guy. Well, I said bandit because that's their token, but he's not a bandit. He's a fine guy. He's a fine, hard-working gentleman. He's going to try and contest your grapple again, Jack.
Well, I hope we can beat a 17.
No, he can't. Jack, it's your turn.
Alrighty. I'm going to say to the guy, look here, fella. Your friends back there, things ain't working out so hot for them. And if you want to get out of this place with your life, you'll go off and you'll start a new one by not reporting what you've seen to your boss. You won't talk about what you've seen here. You won't talk about our faces. You're not even gonna see him again. You're just gonna move to a different continent. You're gonna, because you have two options here. You either die now, you die when you report your failure back to your boss, or you can take the third option and you can just leave and not look back.
Roll intimidation.
Gosh, kill the guy.
He's crying underneath me. My trench coat's all soaked.
Yeah, he wouldn't be crying if he was dead.
Yeah, okay, well, fair. But, okay. Intimidation, that's a 3, so that's a 16.
Okay. Do you have a plus 13 to intimidation?
I rolled a 13.
Oh, you 13. Nothing. Got it. I thought you said you rolled a 3, and then you were like 16. I was like, how? How, Sway?
No.
As you say all this to him, he starts to just like try and break your grip, and he's like, I'll leave. You'll never see me again. I promise.
I'll think about it.
Roll insight.
But okay. Ah, shit. That's an 11.
He seems like he means it.
I'll think about it more on my next turn.
Okay. Up next is Chapps.
I think the bigger problem right now is this guy. So I'm gonna run up and I'm gonna punch him.
Okay.
It's with advantage, right? Because he's threatened by Thrush.
It's not a full flank.
Do I have to be fully flanking him? Because I could be.
Yeah. I mean, that would definitely.
Yeah.
That'll give you advantage.
Okay. Yeah. Doesn't make any difference. I didn't roll very well. I got a 13.
13 doesn't hit.
Well, hopefully you can do something with that advantage.
He's going to turn around and try and swipe at you.
God damn it.
Still good. Let's fucking go. 19.
That hits.
Yeah, well, that's good. 7 points of slashing damage.
Still up. Very close, but still up.
Up next is Eira.
Okay. I'm gonna do the bow again, because can't use my other stuff. Does a 16 hit?
It just hits.
Awesome. 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 points of damage.
As you hit into him, he is like, it goes all the way through him, and he spits a little bit of blood out, and he's still alive, but just as barely alive as you can be alive.
Cool.
Anything else you doing?
I think I'll just get like a little bit closer.
Sure. Thrush, it is your turn.
Okay. Do I do the smart thing or try to do the thrush thing? That's the question.
The classic player versus character kind of thing, you know.
I genuinely want to go for this. I'm gonna catch fucking vicious mockery on him.
Yeah, what do you want to say to him?
Like, guess what? You lose. Then, roll a wisdom saving throw. What do you get?
3.
Shout out to the
Jesus.
2 points
Thrush a
of
bard.
2 points of psychic damage.
Aaron, how do you want to finish this
Thrush.
fight?
As I do, I go, hey. And then, like, all you hear is in his head is, you lose, you lose, you lose, you lose. And it's just like, he has an aneurysm and he just...
As he looks at you and says, here's the you lose, he goes, we will never. And then just like his ears start like pouring out blood as he just falls down, dead. And with that, we will end the first session of Dungeons and Dragnets. And we will pick up with the rest
That
of
was wild.
this conversation and this interaction next week.
Alrighty.
Thank you all for joining us here. Again, be sure to stay tuned with us on the internet at Extra Attack RPG. Thank you, and hopefully we'll see you next week. Bye.
Bye.